if you did see my title change to 76 and update over there. Now, again, if you want to come join me, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the adventure mode here. Let me see if I'm in the Tycoons channel here. And that my thing is working. Sometimes my thing stops working here. Let me load up my Stream Deck pedal. All right, there we go. It's weird. I got to open that thing up. It's like a run as an administrator kind of thing. I got to open that thing back up again. Look at that creepy shot with a clown hiding in the thing there. Too creepy. Creepy. All right. Okay, so now we're going to get into the second half of this stream, everybody, here in some Fallout 76. Now, we got some things to do. How we doing? Oh, perfect timing, too. Almost at the top of the hour. So we are going to go into it here at the top of the hour. We got double mutations weekends going on. I got to kill a cryptid with a bow or a crossbow. So that's going to be a fun one. So let's go in and craft some weapons. We're going to go into craft weapon set. And we're going to craft it up right over here. And we're going to try to find a bow. What would that be under? Edged melee weapons? God, I can't remember the last time I did a bow. Blunt melee weapons. Where did I do a bow? Throwing weapons. Oh, maybe I don't have the ability to make a bow. Might be one of my things that I don't have turned on. Now remember, everybody, you don't have to answer everything I say in the chat. I know it's hard to resist. Oh, Kismet, just do this, or Kismet, just click that. Let me go on the adventure and try to figure it out for myself. If I say, hey, chat, tell me such and such thing, then I am asking you to tell me. But if I don't actually tell you to say what it is, then again, don't tell me in the chat. We call that backseat gaming. So we're just going to look our way down through here. Where are we at? Where was I just at? Heavy guns, launchers. Oh, the Hellstorm there. Oh, see, I got stuff in here I've never even looked at. Oh, look, I've got the Nuka launcher. By the way, that's a 5-star. Look at that. Shoots an additional projectile, 90% limb, reduced weight, and 50% damage to mole miners. So we actually call that a 4-star, or 4 effects on there at the same time. That's pretty cool, the Nuka launcher. Makes me want to get that going. That's a 40 cal. I wonder if you can change... You know what? Let's make one. And see if we can actually change the damage type of that. Let's switch to modify. Can we change the damage type of that? Let's see. It'd be under Nuka launcher. No, I don't have... I'd have to make a bunch and do it. So this would be long barrel. A great example is like if you have the Gatling laser, you can, it's using fusion cores, but if you go ahead and switch it to an ultrasight Gatling laser, then you would need ultrasight fusion cores, which are different. And again, same thing in a lot of weapons. Great example in Fallout 4, my favorite weapon, the Overseer's Guardian, starts off as a different ammo than the one that I like. I like it to be 308 because it does a lot more damage, does higher damage than I think it's 45 is its default. 45 millimeter ammo. So basically you can change the ammo type. But I probably need to get more Nuka launchers and scrap them and try to get more stuff. But the problem is with your Nuka launcher is it's actually a legendary item. So how do you get more mods for it? So I would think that the mods are probably going to be drops, or you only have so many, like right here. Mods unlock 2 of 2, but I only got 1 standard grip, so it doesn't. That's kind of broken if you think about it, right? Or maybe this is because this is 2 of 2 here, but this is only 1 in here, but it says 2 of 2 up here unlocked. So I don't know. It seems a little iffy to me, everybody. Or maybe that's a total of 2 mods unlocked because we have the standard barrel, so I've unlocked the long barrel and the heavy barrel so far. Maybe that's more like it. Yeah, because all the rest of the stuff is standard. So I would need to find the upgrades for the Nuka launcher, maybe as drops, maybe as something in an event or something like that. I feel like it should tell you what the maximum amount of mods are, so you know how many that you can go and get. And that might be the maximum. I don't know. We'll find out over there. So we'll go ahead and by the way, I can actually make a legendary item, which means I could then straight trade that into the thing as well. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, everybody. But what's the whole point winning here? Winning here for bows. That was the whole point. Let me go in here again. Let's see, where are we at? Launchers, we did that. Let's go machine guns. I know it's in here somewhere. I've seen it before. Cold shoulder. There it is right there. Crossbow. All right, I knew I'd find it. In there, we'll make one of those. And then what kind of ammo we need? We need bolt ammo. Alright, and now we're going to get our crossbow right there. Now, I wouldn't make it into a legendary, but I guess that's just going to waste my time. And since we've been saving up a bunch of ammo, we might have some bolt ammo. I got a lot of arrows. Maybe I should have made just a regular bow. Kind of weird to be under machine guns. I would think it'd be under edged melee weapons, I guess, or maybe even just... well, no, I guess that would be, you know, that's the only category in there you can really do it. Where's an actual bow? There's a crossbow in there. Where's our bow actually at? Shotgun. Oh, whistle in the dark. Now, these are all uniques, everybody. Whenever they have a unique name like that, those are really cool. I believe that one is from the Daily Op that I got that whistle in the dark from. That means I can make my own whistle in the dark. Now, the great thing about making your own weapon, by the way, is usually its condition damage or its durability is much higher if you're like me and you have real high intelligence on your character, or you can just temporarily pour a bunch of points in there while you're crafting and then switch it back to whatever normal set you want to do, because you can actually change your special points in Fallout 76. A huge bonus versus all the other Fallouts, which are typically locked in once you choose them. Also, same thing with your perk cards. You can go ahead and switch all your perks around, which you can't do in other Fallout. So again, 76 has that awesome extra benefit when you get past certain levels. Those things unlock for you, as well as legendary perks and all that kind of stuff. But you can also switch those in and out, upgrade them and switch them in and out based on what you need. So yeah, I want to go in and fool around with all of these, but I just don't have enough time. You know what? We'll just go with the crossbow since we already made it now. We'll just make a few bolts over here. Let me go into my ammo set up here. Get that going on. Let me catch up in the chat here. That's a good point. Yes, it is. TARDIS, you should know better, TARDIS. You should know better. TARDIS always has my back, though. I do appreciate TARDIS big time. He should know not to. He should know not to be telling me unless I specifically ask. But sometimes I do ask the chat. All right, I'm not going to do too much of this. Just going to do a little bit. We're at top of the hour. Yes, we got 1 minute. Hopefully we get a cryptid one, and then I can shoot it with my crossbow. Shoot this guy with my crossbow. All right, I gotta kill a cryptid. How many cryptids do I gotta kill with a crossbow? Just one. Just one cryptid. Where are there some cryptids? Yeah, no worry, Tars. No, now this one you can tell me. Where is there a cryptid right now on the map that I can go and try to track down and shoot with a bow? I know they should be up here in this area. Usually up here. And I don't know what it is about the map. I just can't seem to remember this darn map. Oh, Uranium Fever up. Would those maps count as cryptid? Probably not. But you know what? I'll shoot a couple. And oh, well, they'll just be mole miners. Let's go do that mutated event first. Hold on. We'll come back to this thing next. Let's see who's on right now. I'll get TARDIS in my crew. Then we'll go ahead and convert this to a public team. Oops, darn it. I hate it sometimes. It looks like it does the wrong thing. I just do it again just in case. There we go. I move my cursor just a little bit and it gets messed up. All right, there we go. Let's jump in, get it going. Again, no worries, TARDIS. No worries, bro. We just came out of a learn to play. Now, in the previous one I did there, if you were like a pro at one military camp and you've been playing it since it came out on the 3rd, or maybe you played it in the alpha or beta earlier, before it came out in early access, then you can backseat a game all you want if it says learn to play. Then we just take that, you know, no backseat gaming out for that particular segment. But once I go into like Fallout 76, or if I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy or, you know, Valheim, stuff like that, It's best not to tell me because, again, between now and then, there might be a whole bunch of stuff I might discover in between about other stuff, not just the thing I'm trying to figure out, that I could be lost because, you just instantly told me the thing, right? But I luckily didn't look at the chat, so it didn't really have any effect, but still. Let's try to be cool about that kind of stuff. All right, going to the mutated event. Now, one of the cool things about these mutated events is the fact that they do give you these drops. Group regeneration on this one. They do give you a bunch of new drops for these new mutated events, and that's why a lot of people go ahead and get it going. Toxic Larry's west of Berkeley Springs. All right, we'll try to get that going on right here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and turn the sound on. Don't forget Sherry Card TARDIS. They already, man, they just see that they started these events up quick, everybody. That literally was like 1 or 2 minutes ago. They got this started. And they just run over here and just start it up right away. They don't even wait for anybody. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool, brother. Now, I do have a public team, everybody. If you want to come and join us on Fallout 76, you can find me right here and go ahead and put my name in, Kismet, K-I-S-M-E-T, and go ahead and jump on there. I see a bunch of people online right now. Feel free to just go ahead and right-click my name and say join, and that will join you in where I'm at.
Remove trespassers before damage to extractor units occurs.
See, I just shoot in there, and then because I have an explosive damage weapon, all I have to do is kind of shoot close. So I shoot in the edge, I shoot in there, and then I try to shoot around people because there's usually people in my way. I don't know what it is. They're constantly in the way. Oh no, I'm out of ammo. I forgot to get my ammo while I was back at my base. And I got like 20,000 ammo in the bank. I burned 9,000 earlier. These guys are just, insta-killing all these mobs. There's no way I'm going to get a hit in. Unless I see them first. There we go. There we go. Getting a hit on a few of them. Back here and see if there's anybody in here. Wow, there's a lot of people out and about on this server. This server's popping. When you have a lot of active people like this is the server you want to be on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably 10, 11. So half the server is right here during this event. That's a good thing. Usually that means more mobs as well. Of course, if you had a weapon that could tag the mobs.
Terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises.
Oh, see, look, people just instantly one-shot him, but luckily Rotisserie G or somebody got a shot in there to get that weapon or that mob going. I see we got Menturos and we got Rotisserie G with me as well. All right, there we go. Now we got my Alpha crew in here kicking some booty. I'm really tempted to jump out, go get myself some ammo and come back. But as long as my crew tags them, I'll be fine. And again, see how this guy's like blocking me? I can't shoot that way. I try to stand here so I'm kind of out of everybody's way, but also can, maybe get a hit in on the mob. There are way too many people here. I'd actually say more like 15 people here. But that's good. Again, you want to see these events. A great example is like when you're doing like Radiation Rumble. When you're doing Radiation Rumble and you got 15, 20 people there, everybody, it is sending massive waves of mobs at you. And of course, if you have explosive weapon, you can try to tag all those mobs and you get tons and tons of XP. And while I'm unable to tag any mobs because I don't have an AoE weapon, I'm going to go out and look and see what else I need to do. Meyer, Forest. Oh, I need to build some turrets. I got to remember to do that. And complete a gold star event, which are these other forest ones. So this is my main goal tonight, is to get these dailies done. Let's go ahead and see if I missed any challenges. Just a cryptid with a bow. I don't know. Let's try my bow out while I'm here, too. I don't know. I don't think these guys are considered cryptid. I think it'd be like sheep squatch or... oh, I know how I could get. There we go. I got him with one. We can go get the Grafton Monster. Grafton Monster right by Poseidon Energy Plant. Look, Kismet actually remembers something, everybody. I know, right? It's a miracle. You just witnessed a miracle. Oh, and there we go. Tardis just said it there in the chat, too. I did not see the chat first. I actually remembered that. But thank you, Tardis, for that info, because I did ask the chat on that one. I was next to it when it spawned and didn't get a shot off. They killed it so fast. Oh, bummer, Rotisserie. Bummer, but I did see that we did get credit for it. Oh, and did somebody say that earlier, that you do get credit for the legendaries now, even if you don't tag them? Is that right? Who said that in the chat? I thought somebody said that earlier. Something like that. I don't remember that. I don't know how you would get credit for the legendaries without someone in your group tagging them. But, that's right. That's right. You get credit for the legend. Okay, I'm not gonna bother to do anything here. I'm just gonna put an arrow in this guy's butt right here. I'm just gonna put arrows in the side of it, right in this guy's head. Yeah, Multiverse Nomad over there just like, I can't even get a hit in, bro. I can't even get a hit in. That's why I always carry an explosive weapon, everybody. If you are new to the game, especially, you want to get someone to hook you up. Like, I made a pipe rifle, everybody. It was like a real low-level pipe rifle for Thurbrick. I mean, I got it on the first try, too. I added legendaries to it, and it was a legendary explosive level 10 pipe rifle, or whatever level it was. Really low level 1. It's pretty cool. That was same time the AoE looting. Oh, I didn't know that. Man, that's been for a while then. I did not know that. Again, always learn something new every day, everybody. Then you always feel like you're improving as well. I'm just standing here waiting for the event. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't have enough time. Wow, that took a long time. Nobody killed that guy in the wrong time so I can get a bolt hit on him. Man, this would take a really long time to kill the Grafton Monster. I kind of feel like what I'm going to do is just take the Grafton Monster and put his health really low, and then use the crossbow on him. Just like that's one of those little tricks, right? All right, we got the supervisor wherever he was. Let's go see if we got credit, even though I didn't tag him. He's probably back here somewhere. Not there. Yeah, right there.
Volume extracted and processed.
You were looking at me like, that dude's using a crossbow. Like I would use a crossbow all the time. I'm just, because I can't hit any mobs, I'm just going to run around and clear my inventory. Oh, and I still haven't used my Dictol down there yet either. I'm just going to go clear my inventory because I got nothing better to do. Let's keep the crossbow, though. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There we go. More loot. Again, everybody, if you are low level, it's very hard to get hit in. Even though they took out the legacy weapons, a lot of people use what's known as the bloodied set. So they're hitting for 200, 500, 1,000 per hit. And a lot of times they can one or two shot the mobs like that. Just like it was nothing. If you use that bloodied set. And that's what's known as like the meta set, right? Like that's the one that everybody uses because they want to be super OP. I do not use it at all. I've never used it, by the way. I actually use the perk for it, though, but I don't use the actual thing where I have really low-level health, so I can do high damage. I call it a glass cannon, you know, like from... all right, we got it. I find that it makes the game too easy. I mean, the game's already easy, I think. You know, I feel like every Fallout I've ever played past level 40, which is all of them, and some of them like Fallout 4, 9 times I've played through Fallout 4. I know, a bunch of times for charity as well. But one of the things that I noticed is after level 40, the game just feels super easy. And that's why, like, great example right now, I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy. And I can tell you after level, like, 20, and maybe even level 15, it started to feel a little easy. And then I started, you know, adding my legendary gear, and I started getting my combos down and unlocking all my skills. And now I'm like level 30, and I'm like, this is super easy, bro. You know, I should just go to the hardest mode, and that's normally what I would do. But I'm going to 100% it in normal mode first. Then we'll wait for some upgrades, some patches, maybe some DLC if they decide to come out with that, and then come back and we'll play it in super hard mode later on. Hopefully they add Quidditch or some other cool thing like that down the road and get that going on. All right, let's go ahead and see if the grafted monster's over here. I bet you 99% of the time this is going to be dead on the open world server. But I can also go onto my private server and it will spin up the private server, and then I'll have a higher chance of that grafted monster being over here. And I go over here a lot over in this section. Do I actually have an addictol on me so I can just finally get rid of that thing? No, I put it away in my inventory. And again, the mission is to kill the grafted monster, not necessarily hit the grafted monster. So I've got to kill them with the crossbow. I'm just going to pop down here. Normally I try to dodge him, but I'm not going to bother. And I'm going to melt him down a little bit. I don't want to get too excited there. There we go. Melt him down a little bit. And I've done this before in the past, everybody. And then you get the weapon that it says for you to do. And then you just shoot him with that weapon. Like I would go ahead and try to do a critical, if possible. But it's not going to let me. And I just keep going to do this for like an hour. Turn my sound back on. Yeah, so you want to definitely melt them down a little bit. Or that's going to take you like an hour and a half. There we go. We got him. Just like that. And then he respawns after a certain amount of time. There's also other grafted monsters in the game. That's usually my go-to one for cryptid there. And I actually remembered it without looking in the chat, though. I do appreciate people telling me. I actually remembered it that time. Because I go over here all the time beside an energy plant. It's probably the most of every workshop in the game that I have captured out of all the workshops. And that's because it will produce fusion cores. And so I do collect a lot of fusion cores and either sell them or utilize them for that, or I give them to my crew if they need them most of the time. So there we go. We got that done. Oh, we got some super muties over here. Get off my lawn. Here, I'm going to chop you up. Why are you breaking my stuff? Get out of there. See, now those turrets up there should have kicked in on that. I don't know why they didn't. Let's see what I got to repair. Oh, they broke my razor grain and my gourd and all of that. Now, here's a great little trick that I do, everybody. Whenever you have your food and all that stuff in your camp, you can see that some back here, my taters need to be repaired, but I don't have the actual taters to repair it. Well, over this way, and this is a perk I never take off, everybody, Green Thumb. I put it on every single set. Because this way I can go over here and this little extra area that I have and go ahead and grab all of this random stuff. And I'm getting 2 of each of those over here and get those potatoes. And then I have a backup. So if they do destroy the ones in there, I have the ones in here. So it's like put them on 2 different sides of the camp. So if one gets destroyed, you can actually use the other one as the repair. Oh, I need 1 more razor grain there too. I need 3 razor grain. Hopefully we got at least 1 of them that's good over here. Now, again, if I don't have enough, I can go ahead and go to another camp, which I need to do anyway, and grab it from there. So let's go ahead and switch over to my other camp. Oh, somebody's already there. Dr. Tickles is already there. All right, let's go ahead and put my junk camp up over here. And the camp that I'm currently at will just vanish, which I think is super cool, right? So you can have multiple camps in the game now. Very fun if you guys haven't seen the game in a while. And then we're going to fast travel over there and get it going. Just mooching like a pro. Yeah, that's what I should call it mooch schnot. Instead of foshnot, fosh moosh schnot. Fashy mooshy, fashy moose knot. Fosh-not. So Fosh-mu-not. Fosh-mu-not. There we go. Fosh-mu-not. That's what I'm going to call it from now. For Foss-mooch-not. That's hard to say, but that's hard to wrap my brain around. Okay, so I got a camp over here, but it's not really a camp. All that it is just the ability to teleport nearby where the junk yard is here, so I can collect that junk when I need to. Don't really need it right now. What I need to do, though, is I need to build some turrets, because it says for me to build 10 turrets. So I'm going to find out where my camp is here. Where is my camp at? Oh, weird. My camp is supposed to be over here somewhere. If you don't know where your camp is, just move it. Move it somewhere, and, oh, it's got to be up here because, that's red, so I'm too close to that area. I must have put it way over here. All right, I'm just going to cancel that. That means it's, like, right about here. Yeah, there we go. See, now I was able to go into camp mode. All right, and then we'll go ahead and just put some turrets up here on the top for some fun, to get our turret thing going. Now, did it say that I have to be in the, fly camera or the regular camera? Build turrets or traps in a workshop or camp. Okay. So I can also do it in a workshop. Oh, wait, I can do it in a workshop. So I don't have to do it in my camp. I could just do it over there. Well, okay, well, I guess we'll just take Poseidon Energy Plant then. Whee! Never mind, change my mind. Let me go and put my base back over here. Oh, there's somebody over there. Claim the workshop. All right, let's just join that event. So when you join that event, what it's going to do is it's going to jump me to that area. Now, these areas are PvP areas. I think they should take that completely out of the game. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it just leads to people being the worst versions of themselves. Sadly, they just act like complete a-holes. And even if you are in passive mode, they still try to gank you. They still try, oh, somebody's over here doing PvP. I'm going to go over there and try to get them. Right? And also this repeating audio is really annoying too. But what I'm going to do is just kind of drag everybody over here, and then I'm going to annihilate them with my Gatling laser the second they come over here and get in my face. Right over there. And I actually mute the game sounds a lot because of that. Try to hold down. Yeah, I'm going to try to claim it. I don't know if somebody had it before. No, it's unowned. And then just eliminate anybody shooting at me over here. Anybody else want to get shot? I didn't think so. Now, what I did is I held down V instead of going to the thing. It is actually a short way of capturing the workbench. And again, if somebody comes over here and starts PvP, just leave, and they start being a jerk. Just forget them. Get out of there. So now what I'm going to do is also go and use my blueprints, because I have some pre-done blueprints that I do use. So the first blueprint that I put down is this one right here. Oh, not that one. Nope, this one right here. Nope, not that one either. And this one. There it is. Oh, and someone's got a death from above going on. And so what I'm going to do is go into my workshop mode here, so it uses less of my resources. And then it also switches on my ability to do my higher level turrets. Let me mute that sound. So it's going to put in my higher level turrets here so I can do those as well, which is part of my blueprints, because I never use the low level ones. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put down the old Kismet kill box and see if I get credit for all 4 of those. I sure did right there. So I put my Kismet kill box right there. Now I usually go the other way, but I'm going to go this way today. And remove anything I can from those particular camps that I took over. Actually, these are called workshops. Your camp is actually your camp over there. Then you also have your tent, which is the thing from Fallout First. And then I'll put this over here, which normally kills the Grafton monster. And then there's 4 more there, and then 4 more there. And then I would go and get the fusion core generator set up. I'd put a bunch of extra nodes down. I connect some power to the fusion core generator. I would get the lead node extracting and the concrete extracting and do all of that. But I'm not going to do all that because I'm not really seriously want to get the workshop. I'm just getting it to get the daily achievement done. And there we go. I really want to get this nuke. That's what I want to do. Where are we going? Cranberry Bog over here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring up the Kismet kill box over here. See if we can activate our camp over here. Nope, someone's got their camp in my way, sadly. I cannot bring up my kill box over there. All right. Well, then I go ahead and move my character back of this away. We got a minute or two before that nuke drops. I got all sorts of quests turned on right now, too. Now, what I need to do is run back to my camp here and turn on my proper set as well. So I go to the punch card machine here. I go to team battles so that I have all my kind of battle things going on. Also, while I've got a minute, I'm going to go ahead and push my various intelligence and luck stuff to give myself a little boost on XP. Then we can also kind of pop into our thing here and just think about all of our buffs that we have on. We're going to go canned meat stew. We got any perfect bubblegum? No. We can go ahead and try to get our water up. We're going to try to get that up. We're going to get our Dictol finally out of here and use that over here. So let's go ahead and start with our food. Canned meat stew. A Dictol. There we go. Finally got that addiction off of there. How much time we have left on this? 3 seconds before the nuke drops. You actually don't want to teleport over here while the nuke is dropping. That's actually sometimes a real bad thing. Another thing I would love to see them do over here is do what it does on Hogwarts Legacy, where it, it separates all those things when you're trying to roll over it. Like, I can't roll over the point of interest there, which is really what I want to click on. I can also fast travel to a friend, like Menturos here, or TARDIS, who's in my group. And I can teleport to them for free, by the way. So if you have a person already over there, you teleport for free. The problem is it doesn't always put you right where the person is. It sometimes puts you way the heck off over the side here. And we're going to find out here in a second. So it could put me way off to the side. In this case, it actually put me fairly close. But it will put me off to the side, and then I will be like in the nuke zone, and then the nuke drops on me and kills me. And that sucks. And I forgot to get my ammo again. But that's okay. Someone's got their camp down out here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So I can... Oh, they don't have... Oh, that's the ammo box in it. What? I didn't know that there was one with the ammo box in it. I probably got it and didn't even know. All right, let's go ahead and get some 50 cal out of here. I got 20,000 in there. That ought to get me started. There we go. Turn the sound back on again. And let's shoot the Scorch Beast Queen a little bit. Pew, 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 pew. What I really want to do is, I saw that they added new turrets, everybody, to the rewards area. It's really far at the end of the rewards area. But it's a turret that shoots for a freeze ray, basically. It's shooting cryo, which would slow down the Scorch Beast Queen automatically from the turrets, and then would also slow down the mobs as well. So when we get way up into that in the rewards here on the scoreboard, that's way down toward the end here somewhere. Right here, right there, the Daring Heavy Cryo turret. So it's actually one of the few turrets that are different from the other turrets. Now, certain turrets do more damage as well, depending on which ones you got. I also try to tag all the exterior mobs here as well, everybody. So if I see any other mobs, kind of more shoot toward the ground with my explosive weapon, just so I can tag all these other randoms that are around there. Get all these guys too. This is a good time to try to get your region stuff done. I've only got a few more region stuff to do. Oh, and there we go. I got to retake Poseidon Energy Plant because I got overrun by Protectrons. I'm not going to bother. Not going to bother. I'll just leave it as is. Lots of Scorchies. Now, when I first started playing the game, one of my favorite things to do is have the explosive shotgun and come out here and do this. Really great for tagging if you are low level. If you can't find one to buy, hit somebody up, hit up a buddy, and say, hey, could you make me any kind of explosive weapon so I could actually get a hit in on the mobs before all the, selfish bastards go in and one-shot all of them. I know, sorry everybody, but that's just the truth. If you're in there one-shotting the mobs unnecessarily... oh, wow, she fell out of the sky there. Very nice. Now, what happens, by the way, when you go to do this is that all of a sudden, at the same time, a bunch of other mobs are going to spawn. I suggest you shoot around that area or hit your bats There's a legendary right there. One behind me or something. Oh, another scorch piece up there. Just hit your bats. Hopefully you got some coffee. Definitely get that coffee maker, everybody. It's back in the atomic shop. If you have not got the coffee maker, it is the single greatest thing in the game. Absolutely, hands down. And you're like, why is it so awesome, Kismet? That's because it gives you your boost to your stamina, or your AP points, better way of saying it, no matter what. So if you're running around and you go 1, 2, 3, see how I'm running and my action points are not going down? That's because it is basically boosting my action points for a short period of time. It's not a permanent boost. But, you know, I've got like 50 coffee, so I could just keep boosting it, you know, a lot. And if you're doing a critical set, everybody, you could be boosting your coffee. Critical. I've seen people doing it, one after another. Now, doing that feels a little cheat-esque to me, or a little glitching the system a little too much, so I don't do it. But that is something that you can do, or at least use it for you have a little bit boost to your criticals and to your bats. But it is definitely one of the most powerful things in the game, for sure. All right, we got that done, and we got some more credit there. So we got to get some more events in the Meyer region. Let's see if we got some other events that we can get into. We got a breach and clear. We got a mutant horde in the ash heap. And obviously, I don't remember where any of these things are. I'm going to go breach and clear because that's always a fun one. All right, everybody. I'm just going to try to work on my Meyer and Forest region. So I'm going to go and do breach and clear and hope that's in an area in which one of those things is at. Yes. Or your fave grabs mod by 70. Yes. I was next to it when it spawned. Didn't get a hit. That's right. They changed a bit. As long as you are in the event, you'll get the legendary loot. Awesome. I found that Super Duper perk also seems to work on Wild Food Collection too. I did pumpkin daily and ended up with about 30 pumpkins. Really? With Green Thumb, as occasionally got 4 pumpkins instead of 2. Nice. Yeah, someone with mint in their name is feeding their nuke addiction. I know, right? I know. Somebody, there's always, and again, that's why I don't go in and use grenades and overuse like nukes and things like that, because it's annoying as hell to everyone around you, because you're just blasting everybody in the face with that just constantly. It's a bit too obnoxious, I think. Now what I'm going to do here is just absolutely lay waste to all of these guys. And the reason why I'm going to do that is just so I can clear the mobs quick enough that it will start up the event. And then when my crew gets here, you know, they can tag it and they get all the stuff. And then get all the loot. I rarely ever loot this thing, ever. You know, sometimes, I don't know, I get in the mode to do it. But normally I just kind of, you know, clear the mobs and I get up here on my little perch. You know, shoot stuff if I see it, kind of thing. I just like to just chill out up here at the top and have a good time. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Thanks for hanging out. We are having some fun playing some Fallout 76. We're having way too much fun earlier as we were checking out another game called One Military Camp that was just, oh my god. That's one of those games that I would just redo and okay, now what if I put the stuff here and if I put it this way? What if I put it in the center and put the stuff on the outside? What if I put the housing on the inside and then put the services on the outside? Very much like City Skylines or SimCity or something along that nature. It also has very much of that feature where you're trying to find specialists who are good at their job, or you're trying to train them up in that specific job to be better for that job. I find that works as well. Very much, again, like 2 Point Hospital has that thing. And I actually, not only did I play through 2 Point Hospital, I played, I don't know, about 50% through. And then I found it was on the Amazon Luna, which is cloud-based gaming, everybody. A big love to them. I'm actually part of the Amazon Luna stream team, so very proud of that as well. Because I do play it off stream. I very rarely play Luna on stream, but sometimes I do. Because you can play it right on your phone. It's got a little thing, you put your phone on there, and then you got your controller, and you're looking at your phone display, and you can play it right on there. So I started playing some 2 Point Hospital again on the Luna, and then I was having so much fun, I then started playing it on the PC, and then I 100%ed all the way through 2 Point Hospital. I made like, I don't know, $1 billion or something insane like that. Because I really got the rhythm of it down, because you could blueprint the buildings. And so I would try to figure out the optimum thing of each building, and then I would figure out how to train my people up, and then, try to keep the cash flowing in at the same time. And then once you have those three things balanced, right, you got the influx of cash, you got the right specialist for the right job, and then you're able to kind of prefab or, blueprint stuff. So you can just put down when you go to a new level, you're like, okay, this is my bathroom, this is my, clinic area, this is my area which is going to do my diagnostics. And then you're just styling. You're just styling in every playthrough. You just have to overcome whatever challenge that it's giving you in that particular level. And I crushed it after that, everybody. Once I got that rhythm down, just like I would in that game, I would get down the rhythm of what the best optimization of your stuff is. Now, it's still in early access, so they're still working on it, but I like the progress they've done so far. And I appreciate them sponsoring the stream, sending me a code. It's not like they send me $10,000, everybody, to play that on stream. They send me a code, and they say, hey, Kismet, if you like the game, feel free to go ahead and play the game on stream if you want. Because I turned most of it down. I turned like 95% of that stuff, 99% of that stuff down. Because it's something that just, I'm not interested in, or I think my community would not be interested in, or I just don't have the time, is another one. But if I think it's something cool, if it's a game that I would really like to play, or I think you guys would like, I bring it to the stream. Usually Thursdays at 10 p.m. is our Learn to Play day. So feel free to come in and keep discovering. I got a lot more games. Next week's going to be really cool. We're going to be playing Kerbal Space Program 2. Which I haven't even played the 1, which is on my list of games to get to, everybody. So we're just going to skip right over 1, and we're going to go straight to 2. So we're going to play some Kerbal Space Program next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so definitely be around for that. And remember, if you are a Kerbal Space Program Pro, and I know a lot of you are, you can backseat game all you want during that one. That's okay, because again, that's a learn to play, and you're like, Kismet, try this, click that thing, do that thing, get that out of your system, so you don't, you can resist more. Here when I'm playing my primary games over here like 76, so you don't say, Kismet, just do this, or Kismet, just do that. That'll keep you hopefully from doing that kind of stuff. Oh, something just blew up down there. Again, I very rarely ever collect that stuff down there. They go down there and collect it all. I'll go down there and show you what it is right over here. Right down here. So inside here there's a little containers, right? Now, the problem with these containers is these containers are open world containers, and that means that everyone can grab it. So it's like first come, first serve. And instead of me coming in here and, using my keys, I don't even have my keys. I don't have my executive thing yet. I haven't done that quest again on this quest. I've done most of these quests, by the way. I'd say maybe 95% of all the quests in the game in previous playthroughs. This is my 6th playthrough of the game. By the way, not counting also my playthroughs on Xbox and PlayStation 4 as well. I have done a few playthroughs. I didn't get as far as I got, obviously, on the PC, because I have much more focus on the PC, because I only have so much time. So if I'm going to get the season done, and I made the mistake of not doing the first few seasons because I was busy doing other things. I regret that now. I regret that I didn't just go hot and heavy on the seasons right away. But you can actually get some of that stuff from going to Minerva, or not Minerva, but the, what is it? Sanctuary, or whatever that thing's called. Foundation. There we go. Go to Foundation, build up your rep with Foundation and with the Crater, and then they have some of those items that you have from the thing. But you got to get your reputation all the way up. And get that going. All right, that's it. It was over. Now, did I get more credit? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Is this in one of those things? Yeah, Meyer event right there. 5 of 10. I should write this down to make sure that I am actually getting this progress. 5 of 10. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe it was 5 of 10 before. Forest region. 2 of 10. Now, again, complete an event in that region. Well, I can't remember what region is what anymore. As well as then trying to get something going in that region. I think maybe an event could be taking over the workbenches. So, Tardis has got Minoga over there. Look at you go, Tardis. I think I could go in my private server and then take over some of the workbenches, and maybe they would count. Has anybody tried that? You can just tell me in the chat. Have you tried to take over a workbench in the chat and it count toward an event? Just let me know. Because that seems pretty tough to do that many events in those different zones. And if you didn't get a good spawn, during that week, then you would be kind of screwed in your ability to get that weekly done. Take it easy, Gorks. Thanks for hanging out, man. They do count as events. All right, TARDIS. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Scrap all would be awesome. Scrap all weapons, not just scrap all junk, but scrap all weapons would be awesome. As long as it's... now, one of the cool things to have the scrap all weapons, and I actually go over here and just do the Poseidon Energy. So, Mire and Forest region. I don't think this is the Mire or the Forest region. I don't know why I took that photo, but still cool nonetheless. Probably I took the photo because it allows you now to see the mobs when they're... one of the things that happens with mobs when you kill mobs is they get lost in the bushes, and then you don't know where your drops are. And it was before they had AoE loot, so you would just lose tons and tons of loot because, you'd be killing a bunch of mobs, and then, you'd run over here, and then you realize, oh, God, where was all my loot at? And all of that. So they really did fix that. Oh!
This is a Level 2 nuclear alert. Repeat. This is a Level 2 nuclear alert.
That's a forest region.
Energy plant WV-06 has suffered a critical failure.
Oh, so that is a forest region. So this is considered the forest region over here. I don't remember what regions are what, everybody. I think it told me at some point. Does it actually tell you what region you're in? Is there somewhere we can see that, chat? Let me know. That would be awesome if it told me where the actual region is. I don't think there's anything that tells you this is the region you're in. Does it tell you when you go in between regions? And again, my turrets kicked on and they killed all of the mobs, which basically took care of the event for me. So now I'm going to let them take it back, and then I'll come back and just come over here and let the turrets take them out again. That'll be nice. Oh, encrypted up. Oh, I definitely want to do that one. Let's go, baby. Now that one's actually activated by doing that. That looks like a mutated event, too. Look at the interesting symbol around it, too. Unique crafting recipes. Let's go. And a lot of these events you want to grind so that you get all these unique patterns, and then you get these nicer weapons or nicer armor or whatever you might need, something for your camp, maybe even just a trophy that you want for your camp. And that's why a lot of people are doing these kind of, shooting off nukes and doing all these various events so they can get those recipes. Where the heck is the thing at? This way.
A tough one. This thing's got a shield so strong, hardly anything will dent it. But I have just the solution for that.
I'll just get on my little perch over here and try not to get owned too much.
Set up around the area. Starting one of these up makes you a conduit. Long story short, that means you're full of juice. Juice that pumps from you right into that robot shield. You'll need all three active to down it. Good luck. Hope you fare better than I did.
Yeah, so if that one's forest zone, I wonder if the Charleston landfill is a forest zone. Now, know what that makes me want to do? Just jump on my private server and then go try to grab all the things and see what it is. Now, if I jump from here to my private server, by the way, I would no longer have Poseidon Energy Plant. Or a great thing is if you log out of your private server and wait like 15 minutes and relog back in again, that server will be shut down, so it'll start a new one. What? Uranium fever again? 2 uranium fevers at the same time. That's freaky. I would much rather do encrypted because it's much better drops than uranium fever. Speaking of drops, did I get anything cool here? Let's go ahead and check out our mutated party pack here. And see if we got any new patterns. Oh, sturdy metal torso. Very interesting that they're doing individual patterns. Like you got the torso, you got the head, you got the arms. They're doing individual drops instead of a full set drop. And you can see I've got a ton of stuff in here I could be dropping or giving away to peeps as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. I bought a bunch of various different things like the ukulele and all of that stuff. I'll probably just sell it for 5 caps, everybody. I don't really go in and do that, though you can make a lot of caps doing that. And I really need to clear my caps because I got way too much right now. I got about 15,000. I don't like to even get past 10,000 because I have a lot of loot that I could be cycling in and out and getting more and more new patterns as well. And we'll go ahead and tag them and drag them. And I'm not going to bother to shoot the Scorch Beast yet. Oh, unless he comes for me. Whoa, look out. Double. Ow, 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 ow. I just kind of keep him here in the center until it's time to... Oh, almost got DC'd out. There's a lot of super stem packs. All right, people, get this going. Man, the lag is real. And there we go. Sheep squatch down. Now we're going to go ahead and tag all the other mobs. Tag them and drag them. Usually a ton of mobs spawn after this. I'll just run around and tag them all. You notice that I'm not trying to kill them, everybody. I'm just trying to tag them so we get the loot. Because you never know, you might have a cool recipe or something like that on one of these mobs. Just tag them like that. And somebody else will kill them eventually. I always find that someone, just goes completely postal on them instead of, letting everybody get a hit in. But if I'm the only one there, then I will just melt them like this. Especially if it's after the event, right? Because I want to kind of move on to the next thing. We'll go ahead and clear that. And see how our things are doing now. All right, what are we? We're still 5 of 3. All right, so we didn't really get any credit for doing that one, other than potentially we might have got a cool pattern or something. I didn't get any patterns there, but that doesn't mean I didn't get one that I didn't already know. And get ourselves I got still scrap there. Take all. Then we'll run over here and see if we've got any loot in the back. Over here. I love the AoE loot. Oh, 3-star there. Or 2-star. 2-star. Speaking of 2 stars, let's go back to my base and try to clear some of our stuff. Let's see. The 5mm Gatling is great for tag coverage. Yes, I actually like the 50 cal. The reason why I like the 50 cal is because the ammo's not too hard to make, the 50 cal. Probably the 5mm is the more abundant of both those ammos. So definitely the Gatling is pretty good. The Tesla is also very good. That's right, Multiverse. You can see, I noticed that TARDIS uses that one a lot as well. But I just like the 50 cal. 1, because it's really cool. And 2, because that's one of the weapons that I have. And I have like 500 legendary things that I can do, everybody. I really need to watch out, though, because I am getting to my max legendary points here. I think I might have already done most of them. Yeah, I need to get some armor here. Yes, right here. I can do 1 excavator armor torso. And there we go. Or I could have done 2 1-star weapons. But I got to watch out because my thing is getting close to maximum. I'm at 5748. They've actually upped it by 1,000 to 6,000 now. So now, nothing else I can do. I can't reset the legendary thing until it resets. So I just start putting that stuff away in my stash. That's why I try to keep my stash as empty as possible, so that when I, log on tomorrow off stream, I'll just put it all in there. Or while I'm playing like Satisfactory and doing battle mode, what I will do is have this running in the background collecting me lead in my main camp, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Though I do have lots of lead right now. I could probably make a ton of ammo right now because I've been, going in and running the Lucky Hole mine, which is a great way to get it. But I had not actually ran the Lucky Hole mine at all in this playthrough until just a couple days ago. Though I've done it a million times before in other playthroughs. And I'm what level? 438. So I probably started running it at level 435. That was my first run through in the Lucky Hole mine in this playthrough, my 6th playthrough. Now, do I want to go do Uranium Fever? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Let's go mooch off of them over here as well. Yeah, 50 and 45 in the black powders. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like to try all the weapons. You kind of get into a rhythm with certain weapons.
Keep away from
In my particular case, I actually like the Gatling laser, and that's because before... Oh, which way? Where's the door? Before I had the 50 cal explosive, I had an explosive shotgun, which was really nice. And then what I did was, hey, what up, guy? It was really nice until they nerfed the heck out of it. And then they nerfed the heck out of the shotguns, and then once they did that, it sucked. Because shotgun's actually one of my favorite weapons, like the Overseer's Guardian, which is actually not a shotgun. It's actually an assault rifle or a combat rifle. Not an assault rifle, it's a combat rifle. But those are my favorite type of weapons because it has a high cripple damage in those weapons. Because you have, of course, your perks that you can add for cripple damage with your shotgun. I don't know if I have any of my shotgun stuff. Yeah, I got shotgunner right here. So shotguns do more damage, and you can get 3 of those, and you're doing like 30% more damage with your shotgun, whatnot. And they thought they were too OP or something, and so they nerfed the heck out of them. And now I don't use shotguns at all. The only shotgun I would use is from Meat Week. It's called the Pepper Shaker. And I don't have the pattern for the Pepper Shaker anymore because I deleted my previous characters because I'm hardcore about it. That means all of my caps, all of my resources that I collected, every pattern that was not from the Atomic Shop, all collected, all lost again. Everything that was from all the events, all that gone. I know you gotta be all in like me if you're gonna do something like that. And it's not even necessary because you can create multiple characters. But one of the things that happened when we switched from the Bethesda launcher, because they decommissioned that and now I'm on Steam, is the fact that you get those Steam achievements. Now, if I had multiple characters, of course, I'd be falling back on my other characters where you're not getting those Steam achievements. On your previous characters, you have to start a new character and play through on that new character. But you could keep your old characters if you want, especially if you want to use them for like mule characters and stuff like that. I don't feel like I should have to do that. I shouldn't have to create mule characters to hold my loot. I think there should be enough room in there for me to hold as much loot as I want. At least I think so. Oh, there's our legendary guy over there. Tagged him over that way. I'm not even going to bother to chase him down. Yeah, let's turn the sound back on and get it going. Yeah, what up, Speedy Cat? It has been a bit. How you been, man? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. In the stream, as you see, we're doing some 76 over here. There you are, right down there. Thanks for that love. Appreciate it.
uranium volume extract.
Let's see. Let's take a look at when you followed my channel. You followed my channel in 2019. Holy mackerel. Time flies by, doesn't it? That was like 4 years ago in September. Thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate that. And thanks for coming back and checking in on the stream. We're doing a lot of fun stuff. We're doing 76. We were doing another fun one earlier. We're doing a Learn to Play. One called One Military Camp, which just came out on March 3rd. It's very much like a kind of 2 Point Hospital meets SimCity meets City Skylines, but for training your military peeps. And it also kind of reminds me of Risk. You know how Risk, you take over different areas and you build those areas up? Very much reminds me of that as well. Very fun looking game. Currently in early access. You might want to check it out on Steam. For those who missed it earlier, I'll go ahead and throw that link in the chat for you guys to go check it out. I do appreciate them sending me a code to check that stuff out. And again, if you guys want to tell me about a game or something like that, you can do so right on my Discord. Here's what you do. You go ahead and jump on my Discord. Here it is in the background. And you go right to the top here, which is rules, which is where it should drop you automatically anyway. And you go down, there's a green check mark right at the very bottom down here. It's got a number there. We're at 405 right now. You go ahead and click that green check mark. Make sure that number does go up. It's going to give you a special title, Teamwork Tycoon. And that'll give you access to go in and do some game suggestions over here like Company of Heroes. We got City Skylines 2. That one's a given. I'm playing that one for sure. Then a whole bunch of other fun ones that people have suggested. Sometimes, doubles. There, Hogwarts Legacy. I definitely had that one already ordered before you put that in there. But you get the general idea. I've played Scum before in there. And actually, you can tell which ones I've played before because you can go all the way up to the top up here and see if there's any more up there. Man, so many of these up here. Now, some of these I've done, like Deacon there, I did play that one. And some of these I actually got to take out of here. But you can see up here that some of these up here have, that I still have those going from different game suggestions. But if you want to see ones that I've actually done, you can go and click on Learn to Play here on my Discord. And you can see that, there we are. We did one military camp today. We did Mech Arena. That was super fun. We're going to play that a little bit maybe on Saturday night. Dark Tide, super fun. We played that one. Aquatico, Steam World Build, which is super fun. Townscaper is more of a kind of like an idle game where it doesn't really have a purpose other than you're building out a cool little town. Great for like on your phone when you're like waiting, you're on a train or you're waiting for your significant other to hurry up and go shopping. Good for that one. Occupy Mars, Kingdom Reborn, Goat Simulator, Astros, Grounded, Island, yada, 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 on and on and on. Now, some of these I have also linked because they have rolled out on my YouTube channel, so you can actually go back and watch my playthrough and see if you just get a little gist of the game and see if that's your next favorite game. And then eventually, as I roll them out on YouTube, I'll go ahead and add those links to all of these as well. So there's one military camp one. I already recorded that one just tonight, and then I will process it, and it'll roll out like in 3 months from now because my YouTube channel is way behind my Twitch channel. And the reason why is because, one, I can't actually post stuff as a Twitch partner for 24 hours. So I can't, even if I wanted to post it right away, I couldn't. It would be at least 24 hours. Plus, I have such a backlog of videos that I don't want to just spam everybody on YouTube. I hate when I get spammed, like by IGN. I get like 15 videos in my sub box. I hate that. Roll them out over time, IGN. It's annoying. So I don't want to spam people, so I just do, one a day. And I'll do like one stream a day, and then I'll also do like a short or maybe a guide or a funny little thing that I'll add in there. Like a highlight, and that's it. So again, I don't try to overspam, but I do put out stuff every single day. Sometimes 1, 2, or 3, sometimes even 4 videos of various different types. So, if you want to just see something real quick, you want to just see a little quick short of me, like, pressing the wrong button, getting run over by my own car in PUBG, which I put out the other day. Everybody liked that one. Oh, another nuke coming down. Minturo's throwing it down. I'm not even paying attention, everybody. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just randomly shooting there. Oh, there's people in there.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear attack.
So again, you can check that out all on the Discord, everybody. Kismet, nice guys. Here's 5,000 worth of work and effort. You probably don't even care what.
Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Speedy Cat? What does that mean, bro? It's not connecting my brain. Are you talking about my goal down there? The actual goal down there is around 3,500, by the way. 5,000 what we call mega goal, which is like an insane, pie in the sky, might never happen kind of goal. But then again, I did, put a goal for 3,500 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital through Tiltify, which goes directly to them. So when you use that link, it goes directly to them. We had this great goal of trying to match what we did last year, raise $3,500 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital to help little kids get their chemotherapy, and then go back to being a fun-loving kid again and not have to spend their entire childhood in the hospital. That sucks, bro. With cancer and other really terrible afflictions like that. So not only did we raise 3,000, we raised 5,000, and then we went to the super mega, the double mega goal and hit 7,000 plus for charity, which is pretty awesome. Now this goal right here is actually a travel goal. Now instead of going to TwitchCon, and this is something I wanted to do on my 50th birthday, which was on 2020, and we know what happened on that year. We got hosed on that one because of COVID, of course. So I was going to send my mods to TwitchCon. So I was going to spend 6 months raising funds for my mods to go to TwitchCon, which I've done 3 years ago, and I sent them. I brought them with TwitchCon with me. That did not even count for me to go, everybody. That counted just for them. And so I took them to TwitchCon. I also sent out a bunch of fun stuff. I also brought T-shirts and said, hey, anybody who supports it, I'll for a certain amount, we'll go ahead and take your T-shirt to TwitchCon, and we'll get all your favorite streamers, not just me. We'll go around and get people like Bethesda and get all their signatures, and go around to to Fortnite and get all the top Fortnite people and get the devs as well to sign these T-shirts for people. And then I'd send out care packages of all the little goodies that we pick up over there. All the swag that you get when you go there. And I gave it all out, everybody. I gave all of it out. I got like a really cool influencer only backpack from Bethesda. I gave it out to everybody. I get the stuff like Mountain Dew and all sorts of really cool sponsored stuff. I sent it out. And I also made custom bags for everybody and sent those out as well. But I didn't get to do my One Last Wave project, which is me taking my kids, and we're going to do an IRL stream as well as videotape it and make videos and all sorts of fun stuff like that. As kind of an IRL thing instead of doing TwitchCon, because I've already been there 3 times, everybody. I've already been there 3 times. I know pretty much what's going to go down. And probably, the big thing that's going on at oh God, seismic activity. Look out. We got the thick boy. We gotta clear some stuff to get over there to the thick boy. The thing that's going on at TwitchCon, I noticed at the last TwitchCon, everybody, it was like all the kids were there. It's not, see, the TwitchCon of the past is a great mixture of, old and new. You have your old school streamers who've been doing it for 10, 15 years. And then you have your new peeps. It's a great mixture of both. But watching the last TwitchCon, it was pretty much the Minecraft streamers, and then everybody else felt like they were just wasted, that it was a wasted trip for them. And I saw that from a lot of streamers, everybody, from a lot of streamers. So they were really focusing on those big Minecraft streamers. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, Minecraft streamers are awesome. I know a lot of Minecraft streamers who are amazing peeps. Oh, I got the Sheepsquatch mascot outfit there. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and go to seismic activity, and we're going to get that one as well. Let's go, baby. So that's what I decided to do instead. So I'm going to go and surf my $3. I'm going to take you guys on the journey, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of blog / stream the journey with you guys along with me. So if you guys want to do that, if you do have some extra bits, donations, $1, even $1 makes a difference. Gets us $1 closer to getting that first goal. So my first goal is 3,500, which is going to allow me to. And everything got super expensive all of a sudden, everybody. I don't know why it costs so much to fly places. But, kind of the lowest level, the 3,500 level, I'll have to actually drive from Tennessee which takes 3 days, to California, and then fly from California to Hawaii, because we're going to surf the North Shore. It's my one last big wish in life, everybody. I'm 53 years old. I'm not going to be able to do much for much longer, and it's very dangerous to me even to do it now, because I do have a bunch of medical conditions that make it dangerous. But I think I could get out there and get on a tiny little wave on a nice 8-foot longboard and go surfing with my kids, because they've never been surfing before, and take them on the journey as well, and do one last thing in my life, because I have not taken a vacation in 20 years, in a very, very long time. I don't necessarily take vacations anymore, because I put every penny into the stream. I put every penny right back into it. In the form of giveaways, or maybe taking my mods to TwitchCon, or different projects like that, maybe like emotes or something like that. But I've made a dime doing this in 8 years, and I'm still not going to make a dime. I'm going to put it toward that event and take you guys on a journey, because I feel like that's something more fun for us to do instead of doing the same old each time. Though I do love to go to TwitchCon. TwitchCon, very fun as well. I especially love going there and handing out 1,000 Kismet candy bars from my awesome sponsor, Phasure. I've actually given away 3,000. And those candy bars, by the way, are big candy bars. They're like $7 each, those candy bars. And I've given 1,000. That's $7,000 times 3, everybody, in candy bars I've given out, right? If you think about it, if you add that money up, that's a lot of money, and I appreciate them sponsoring the channel. That's a huge sponsor right there, everybody. You can get those Kismet candy bars, by the way. You can get those on Amazon from them, or you can just go up to their site. You can find the link to them down below the stream down there. They're like the Willy Wonkas of candy bars, but they're so good. They're incredibly good. I especially like their one that is kind of like an orange Kit Kat. I don't know if they have that one anymore, though. They did say they were adding other flavors and taking that flavor out. But again, I literally give away 1,000 each time, times 3, that's 3,000. As well as I have another sponsor, BJ's Restaurant and Brew House, that gave me 1,000 free desserts. Now they say there's no free dessert. Well, there is if Kismet is next to you at TwitchCon. Because what I would do is I would go to long lines. Like people would be waiting for like the loot cave, right? They'd be waiting for the Twitch loot cave to grab some loot while they were there for a discount or whatever. And so I would find people in the thing, and I'd say, hey, you got somebody to go out to dinner with? And they're like, no. And I'd say, well, here, find somebody. Here, take an extra one, and you get 2 free desserts. And I would just do that in the line. Like, wait, you giving out free dessert? Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Yeah, my name's Kismet. You guys have a great time. Thanks to my sponsors, you guys can go ahead and have some free desserts on me. Have a good time. And it really freaks people out, everybody. It freaks people out when you do nice things for them and you ask nothing in return, right? That's okay if they go see my stream or not. That's okay, either way. Of course, if they go, show some love to my sponsor, even better. But if they don't come to my stream ever and come over here and hit the follow button, this is good. But it is a great way to, advertise your stream and all of that stuff too. And, I might get a few people that might come over and say, oh, Kismet, I really like your stream. Oh, okay, I'm going to hit the follow button, right? But really, it's just to do kind things for other people. That's what I try to do in my life, everybody. I try to bring a little joy and positivity because I know that's going to bring someone a little bit of positivity in their day. If they don't have that much money, then they struggled to get to TwitchCon, right? And then someone comes up to you and gives you free food that you can go with some of your buddies. And I give a bunch of them out too. Like people with a whole bunch of their buddies, I'll be like, hey, here you go. Here's 4 or 5 of them. There you go. You can all go out and get a free dessert on me, on my sponsor, right? And I just know that later on that night, they're going to go, hey, we're going to go use these up. Let's go over and see if this is legit. Because I know they're going to be thinking it's not legit. And they go over there. And it's funny because I also did a big party one year for all the peeps who have, helped my stream along the way. A Kismet after party after TwitchCon at BJ's Restaurant. And so everybody who went there got 50% off their meal, everybody. That's a lot. That's a huge discount. 50% off is huge. Normally, they do like 10%, right? But this was 50%. So I brought my entire crew who've helped me along the way, who've rated my channel, or just been a good friend of the stream, and invited them to come hang out. And so we went over there and ate, and then I saw a bunch of the people who were at the show, who I didn't even know, just random people who were there as well, enjoying their free dessert. And those are the moments in your life, everybody, that you'll never forget. You'll never forget those little moments in which you did kindness for others. And that fills you up in here, everybody. Inside, it fills you up. And makes you just, want to get out of the bed and do more of that every day. Just get up every day. Make a little bit more of a difference in someone's day every single day, right? And I give away literally thousands of dollars worth of stuff. My accountant, my wife, and everybody else thinks I'm completely nuts because I'm not in it for profit, right? A lot of people do stuff and they do it wholly for profit, right? And I've done that in the past when I was young. I just did stuff, only thought of myself. I was in that kind of selfish, youthful stage that everybody goes through. My oldest daughter's in that stage right now, where she mostly only thinks of herself all the time, until she got, lately in the last kind of year and a half or so, then she thinks more of other people. She does, outreach, and she helps elderly people with, going to places and help them getting fed and things like that, as part of the Girl Scouts and part of all that stuff as well. So thinking more of other people, basically finding some empathy, or leveling up in real life, everybody. That's something I talk about quite often here in my stream. And when people say, Kismet, you're old, I say, nope, I'm high level in real life. Believe me, I go to the clinic sometimes in the middle of the day because I have sleep apnea, vertigo, and sometimes I get a cold or whatever it is, and got to go over there to the clinic. And I go in there, and there's people there who are 70, 80 years old, and I'm a baby to them. They're like, you're 50, you're just a baby. So they do the same thing that I do to peeps who are younger than me. It's kind of like one of those things that you pass on down the generations, I guess. It's kind of funny when they say that I'm just a baby or just a young kid. I love when they say that. See, at a certain age, it's not an insult anymore. They say, you're just a baby, right? When you're young, one of the funny things is, when I was young, I was in my 20s, and I was at the top of my field, everybody. I was a graphic designer, right when, traditional graphic design and digital came together, and I knew both of them. I was one of the few people who knew both computers and deep understanding of printing and publishing and how stuff gets printed, and the mechanics of it, so I could do it better on the computer than anybody else. because they didn't know either one or the other, and didn't understand how you make it on the computer and make it come out on the press. That's the hard part, everybody. That's the most difficult part. That's the highest level of being graphic designers, both being graphic designer and doing printing and pre-press. A lot of you peeps, I know some of you peeps in my channel are actually pressmen and stuff like that. Big love to my pressmen. Always, like, when you're a designer, a pressman is like your tank, everybody. You're the healer throwing down the thing, and your pressman is the tank, taking that, running out that stuff for your client, hopefully getting it all right, getting it aligned and registered and all of that way back in the day. So I consider myself very, very lucky in that regard, that I got to do all of that stuff back in the day. So there you go. Might be able to help you out with your goal. How about you do me a favor? Stop giving me 30 minutes of ads. I can't stop that, everybody. That is that's a Twitch thing. Here's the problem right now, is that Twitch is trying to stay in business. And as somebody who's worked for corporations, they're trying to make some money. Now, it does help the stream, by the way. It does help the stream when they do run those ads. My stream barely survives every single month here in the stream, in there. And if I could turn off all the ads and survive, I would. But those ads do go toward the stream. And again, I don't make a dime, everybody. I put every penny, and I'm like $8,000 in debt. Right now, right this second. I got on the credit card where I put stuff on the credit card, like the electric bill to keep the, keep my computers on, things like that, going. And it's been that way since I started. I've been in debt the whole time since I started. I've probably spent, I don't know, $20,000, $30,000 to get this going, and buying all my equipment and getting all that stuff in the very beginning. And that's when I actually had a really good job. I used to work for Apple from home, by the way, as a senior tech until I got sick. And then I had to quit that job because I had medical problems where I could no longer do it. I had to give it up. And so this is my one thing that I'm doing not for profit. And my wife is working to support this crazy dream that I've had for the last 10 years to actually get to a point where this actually pays for itself. It actually pays for itself each and every month. And so me and my wife, not only do we put every penny that we get from subs and all that stuff, because 100 subs is not a lot, everybody. If you think about it, it's $500, right? You get $100 is $5 per sub. And then Twitch takes half of it. So every month, I make $250. That's how much I make in the stream. It's easy. You can see right there. That's how much I make, $250. You know how many hours I streamed last month? 206 hours, everybody. That is like 3 full-time jobs. That's like 90 plus hours in a week. So if you take 206 and divide it by 250, I'm making like less than $1 an hour. So yes, this is definitely not for profit. But that's the way it goes, right? And I do have those ads on, so they do support the stream. But really, I think Twitch, they got $1 billion company behind them. They could turn all those ads off. One time they had a really cool thing where you could get turbo, and it would not only it would turn it off for everyone, right? You would get all of the ads off for everybody, but you can still get turbo and not have any ads at all. So instead of donating to me, if you don't like ads, just get turbo. That's even better. And then you will have none on nobody's stream. On nobody's stream on the whole platform. So if you go get Twitch Turbo, get that instead. Even better. And again, you don't have to donate to me, everybody. You don't have to drop bits. You don't have to do all of that. Again, I'm not try to get your sympathy or anything like that. I'm just telling you the real deal. Because Kismet always tells it to you straight. I always tell you straight every single time. I don't mind telling you how much I make, how much I do here in the stream and whatnot. And, I'll tell you exactly. I mean, you can just figure out the math. And I ain't ever going to make more than that because now Twitch has taken away the 70-30. Now, 70-30, had I got 70-30, then I would make maybe $300-400 a month. But that's nothing, everybody. I could be a Walmart greeter and be making more. I would be the stock boy over at Walmart as well, or be doing fast food, making more money doing that. But I have medical conditions that make that difficult. I have sleep apnea. I have vertigo, a constant vertigo. It was, as you guys saw earlier, if you're watching the stream, I had to go lay down because I pushed myself a little too far, especially when you're doing 200 hours in a month. That's a lot of hours. That's just streaming hours, by the way, everybody. That's not all the hours that I put in behind the scenes. That could be easily 280, 300 hours in a month. And just me, working on videos and processing things and doing all of that because I'm trying to get my stamina back up. Right? Because my stamina over the last 9 years, because I have sleep apnea, I have a constant dizziness. I also have a really bad insomnia as well. Those medical issues, plus I have other medical issues that I'm not going to go into that make it difficult. Again, not asking your sympathy. Remember, it's never required in my stream. Never required to come in and get a little joy and positivity in your day. I always will tell you too straight, if something's sponsored, I won't be shady like some of these big streamers. Sometimes they're really shady about their sponsorships. And they won't even put sponsored in there, and they'll put like the logo really really tiny small. I've seen them do it. I've seen them do it before. I'm not going to say specifically who they are, but I've seen them do it and act like it's not a sponsorship when it was, and it's so obvious to me because I know all about that. All about sponsorships, and you're supposed to disclose that, especially in videos or in your stream. Make sure you're disclosing whether it's sponsored or not sponsored, like you saw earlier in my title. It says sponsored right at the top, and I said it on stream as well that it is a sponsored event and that they sent me a code to do the thing. So again, you always get the straight deal from me, everybody. I don't BS people. I'm not here to, sell you stuff or anything like that, but if I can get you a discount on something, awesome. If I can show you guys some love, awesome. And if I can find you a way to do no ads, there you go, Twitch Turbo, and you're good to go. There we go. Right. Yeah, that was me saying the exact opposite of everything you said in the chat there, Speedy Cat. Now, you're going to be becoming self-righteous right now in the chat. And there is one rule that rules them all in my chat, and the number one rule is this. Be respectful. I'm telling you the straight truth because I don't need to answer to anybody. I don't answer to you. I don't answer to anyone. And if I'm telling you the straight truth and you don't want to believe it, guess what? You're gone. That's it. I'm not your papa. I'm not here to teach you how to be respectful and care about other people more than yourself. I suggest you go level up in real life and realize that Kismet is telling it to you straight. Right over there. So goodbye. See you later. Right over there. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Karma. Right over there. Yeah, well, you saw his rant in the chat there. I think that was more than enough. Again, if you guys don't like it, don't watch the stream. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, Twitch trying to make $1 bill right now. They're trying to push these ads to try to make themselves some money because they got Amazon breathing down their throat. Now, you know some ways to circumnavigate those ads. I'm not going to tell you how, but you can get Twitch Turbo as well. So if you're saying you're going to come in and you're going to donate to my stream, which is a complete lie, I'm sure, because I can always tell with the way that you talk in my chat. I can tell the way that you start to, interact in the chat. You start getting self-righteous. You start telling me that I'm wrong and that you're right and you know more about me than I know about me. To your own self be true, everybody. To your own self be true. I know who I am. I like who I am. I've done a lot of amazing things here on the stream in that way. And so I don't answer to anybody. And the great thing about being older, everybody, is when people start to attack you like that and they start to do it, you're confident enough in yourself and you like yourself enough that doesn't faze you at all. I've been called everything under the sun, everybody. It doesn't bother me at all, but I don't put up with it. You don't have to put up with it, streamers. You don't have to put up with people like that in the chat who come in and get all self-righteous and start telling you that you're wrong and that you can do this and this is what you could be doing. I don't answer to anyone. I've been around. I've been through the ringer 1,000 times and 1,000 times again. In my chat, the people who've been in my chat for a long time know that as well. Yeah, don't be disrespectful in my chat or I will permaban you forever. So there you go, everybody. Again, never required in my channel. You can just come in and hang out as well. Right over there. As well. I appreciate you all chilling out in the chat. Let me go ahead and get this going on right over there. Again, I don't mess around in my chat at all. And right over there. Right there. Bam! Awesome, awesome. See, that's the type of person, everybody, that goes to like Mr. Beast and says, hey, Mr. Beast, you donated to charity, but the only reason you donated to charity was to get clout, right? And of course, they're actually doing the very thing that they say. Don't become the evil that you say that other people are doing, everybody. That's another great life lesson. Don't become the evil in which you protest against. A great example is to say, oh, well, Mr. Beast, I can't believe that he's, helping people get their eyesight back as someone who has a problem with their eyesight and has to wear glasses. Believe me, I've had really bad vision a long time ago. I had my eyes lasered with LASIK a long time ago. And now it's not as bad. But they will go in and they will bash on Mr. Beast just to get clicks. Just to get clicks on their little video, or just to get little clicks on their little, whatever kind of terrible rag website or, magazine or whatever. They don't really have magazines as much as they used to in the old days. But you get the idea. They're trying to steal the clout from Mr. Beast so they can get extra likes and extra clicks. It's so obvious to everyone when people are doing that. I mean, it's obvious to me. I don't know. Is it obvious to you guys? Put a 1 in the chat if you can tell when people are just trying to start something. You know what I mean? They're trying to start something so they can benefit from it. They're going to benefit from the advertising. They're going to benefit from that drama by causing the drama and then getting more people on board with that drama. I try to avoid drama, everybody. If you start drama in my chat, boom, you're gone. Drama over. Just like that. You want to do drama, you want to get into political stuff, if you want to start insulting people and telling them how terrible they are, or how terrible they are because they're playing a game, or because they're a certain, they come from a certain place in the world, or they're a certain color, or they're a certain race, or, whatever, you're instantly banned. You're gone. That's a failure of my parents' generation and my grandparents' generation. It's a failure of them. The failure to treat other people with respect, to care about others, to have empathy for other people. And that's something that level 0 human beings have. They're still at that 0 level. That's why they're called zeros, 0 peeps. Back in the day, because they just haven't learned that lesson yet. That's what I assume, everybody. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. They just haven't learned that lesson yet in their life, and I hope they do. I hope they go out and eventually learn it, and learn that you can actually care about other people and disagree with other people without being so hard-lined, right? Like right now, there's a big problem, and I'm not going to get too much into politics, but the people that we're paying to make our life better are out there acting like little school children. They're acting like little school children. Their job is to come up with an idea, and then the other side comes up with an idea, and then they come up with something in between, maybe a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and even make a better idea that will help the general populace. But they don't do that. You know what they do? They're only worried about getting that money in their pocket all of the time, because that's what politicians do, because they're a bunch of scumbags and liars. At least that's how everybody perceives them. I don't know if all of them are. I'm sure some of them are great people. But most of them are scumbags. That's their job. Their job is to be a scumbag, to be a liar and a thief. Great example is in a great line, by the way, on Hunt for Red October, as one of the politicians says that when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops. As a politician, which I think pretty much sums that up, or at least how people feel about politicians. And they act like little school children, like they're still in, elementary school sometimes, or like in high school, and they're still got that mentality. They still got that mentality of it's me versus them. And they don't realize that their job is literally to work together to make all of our lives better, because we are paying them. We're out there scrubbing toilets. We're out there, doing our job. Maybe we don't love our job, and we're out there grinding every single day just to keep food on the table, and we're paying taxes, and we're paying these yahoos up here who are not making our lives better. They're making their own lives better. Because you know what? They're going to have millions of dollars when they retire, and they're going to be able to get that medical that they need. Meanwhile, the average Joe can't afford medical insurance. The average Joe, children's are not getting the medical stuff that they need because they're too busy bickering like little babies. And that's why I don't get involved in politics. Everybody's like a dog chasing its tail. It's like ridiculous. That's why I don't get into religious discussions. That's also one that once a person's made up their mind, everybody, and they're so hard, no, this is the way it is, and your way is wrong, and I am right, stop talking to that person. Stop talking to them, just like that person right there in the chat. I'm wrong. They know everything about me. They've known me for the last 50 years. They know everything about me, and everything I'm saying is wrong. even though they're totally wrong, and I'm telling them the straight truth because I always do, because I don't like to be around people who do that, who just take like the devil's advocate thing every single time. Eviction notice is up. I'm just running events while I'm talking to you guys. By the way, these events I've done like 1,000 times, so I just talk to the chat. And I'm not afraid to tell you guys straight up. I'm running those ads. I benefit from those ads, and it also benefits Twitch, because Twitch right now is getting, Bob from accounting at Amazon and saying, you need to make more money, Twitch. That's exactly how that corporation stuff works, everybody. If they're not making a profit, then they're going to squeeze them for more money, and they're going to want to run more ads, and they're going to try to get more streamers to run more ads and try to make more money so that they have a higher profit line. So when they go to their shareholders and they go to the big Papa Amazon, that they don't get in trouble and get fired, because they're worried about their job. Now, they're not necessarily worried about me individually, everybody. They don't care about the small streamer that much. I do appreciate them making me a partner, though. That was very kind of them for this old man who's 50 plus years old partially disabled man, that they have said, Kismet, we like what you do. We know you go out there and you really put a lot of effort and time into your stream and put a lot of love and passion into it. We're going to go ahead and bring you on to the partner program. Now, out of the partners, everybody, there's like 9 million streamers or so, probably even more now. And then out of that, there's only like 40 or 50,000 partners. And out of the 40 or 50,000 partners, let's make it a little bit bigger, there's probably about this many people who are over 50. I mean, like really, really low, everybody, really low amount that would be of my age. Now, there's another thing that happens in life, everybody. It's called age discrimination. Like if you go in to get a job, if you're 50 years old and the guy sitting next to you is 25 years old, guess who's getting that job? Oh, yeah. I've seen it happen when I was 25. When I was young, I was even more so like that. Because somebody who's older is going to have a family, they're going to have medical problems, they're going to have all of this stuff, and that's how corporate people think, which I really don't like, everybody. They think of you as a resource. Like, I'm over here collecting legendary items. They think of you like that, probably less than a legendary item. They think of you as a resource, like, gold or iron or, wood that you would collect in a game. That's all they think about you, and they say, okay, I need this person to do this, and I need that person to do that. And that's how the corporate world works. And that's the honest truth. That's how it works. That's how it goes. Now, you don't have to be part of that if you don't want to. I didn't like being part of that. So that's why I never worked for those type of companies. But I have worked with some of the greatest people at their fields in the world. And it made me want to be better at what I did. Which is very, very hard to do because these guys are so good. Especially if they have like really amazing talents, like natural talents. For whatever it is that they do. Maybe it's accounting, maybe it's, something like engineering or something like that. Or maybe they're really great at art and doing art stuff, right? They have a natural drawing ability and stuff. I was never like a traditional artist. Like my wife is a traditional artist. She's a traditional artist, graphic designer, that kind of stuff. And she can draw really well. I cannot draw really well. I cannot just go and just do a portrait of somebody because it was one of those things that I was going to get around to in my life. Now I'm 50 years old, everybody. I don't know if I'm going to be getting around to that all that much, right? Because it takes practice. It takes time. Like a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, that guy became a success overnight. Like great example, like Ninja or Shroud or someone like that. But what you didn't see was the 10, 15 years before that. Same thing with Mr. Beast, who was putting out videos for, a decade that were getting no views. And so he was just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, like I'm doing right now. Just doing that grinding, putting every penny back into it, reinvesting your time back into what you're doing. Great example, Elon Musk, same thing. He never took his money out, everybody. Now, of course, he was already rich by that point because he had his PayPal money, but he put every penny into it. He put all of his money. He borrowed money from other people to get all of his companies going because it's like all or nothing. If you want to do something and you want to do it bad enough and it's a big passion of yours, you can't go half in on it. You can't just say, well, I kind of love you. I kind of want to be with you. You got to go all in on that love or you shouldn't go in at all because it's just going to make you and them totally miserable. For sure. Oh my God, I'm getting radiated like crazy over here. So some Kismet advice there. Now again, it's your life. They're your life choices. They're all on you. I'm not going to take your life choices away. You make your choices, but if you come in my chat, you start being disrespectful, you're going to get perma-banned forever. I will not unban you. You will be permabanned forever. I give you one chance to be awesome. And that's it. And again, you'll always get it straight from me, everybody. I always tell it to you straight from my point of view. And then, of course, you've got your point of view, and that's perfectly fine as long as you're not disrespectful about it and get all, tirade in my chat. You start tirading in my chat, and you're gone. That's it. You're out. Just as simple as that. So thanks for coming in and hanging out here in the stream. Appreciate it big time. There we go. Generally, there'll be a lot of shouting at someone. Then suddenly it's all about them and their issues. Yeah, it's a red flag when everybody makes it about them. I talk about my point of view. But when someone comes to me and say, I'm not feeling very good today, right? I won't say, you know what? I'm not feeling good either. And, I wasn't feeling good last week and that kind of stuff, because that means you're not listening to them. If they say they're not feeling good, the next question you should have is, oh, why you're not feeling good, right? And then they'll tell you their story, because that's what they really want to do. They want to tell you their story, the reason why they're not feeling good, why they had a rough day at work. Great example, everybody, with your spouse. If your spouse comes home from work and says, man, that day sucked. I had a terrible day at work. Don't start saying, well, hey, just quit that job. And, those people suck. And, all of that. You just say to them, oh, really? Why did you have a bad day at work? And you let them tell their story, right? That's called listening. I know it's difficult for some people nowadays to learn that lesson. That's a real tough one, everybody. And I had a problem with that myself when I was young, that I wasn't, keep falling down, that I was a real bad listener, right? I was always involved in my own stuff. I was so self-involved all the time that I had no empathy for anyone else. And that changes as you get older. You start caring about other people more than you care about yourself. Your kids, maybe your spouse, your friends that you've been with for a long time, and maybe like they call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, like my friend did. Called me at 3 o'clock in the morning. His cat had run across his face and scratched his whole face. Deep too, deep across his whole face. And he had to go to the emergency room because he doesn't have a car, everybody. So here I am driving 50 miles from Orange County to L.A. To go run up there and run him to the hospital. And he had called his father as well, and his father got there before I did and took him over there. But I, 3 o'clock in the morning, put my clothes on, even though I had to go to work the next day, got up, drove up there, because I'm that type of friend. So if you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're a good friend of mine, I'm going to get on there. If you call me right now, my friends call me on the phone and say, Kismet, I need you. I'm here in Japan. I need you to fly here because I'm stuck here for whatever reason. I would stop the stream right now, get a ticket, and I'd go. Because that's the type of friend I like to have, and that's the type of friend that I like to be, right? And the same thing with my wife. If my wife said, hey, I locked my keys in my car, and she's actually done that before too, I stopped the stream. I stopped the stream right that second. Stopped the stream and said, okay, what needs to be done? Went and took care of that, then came back, streamed some more, right? Because that's the highest priority. My wife is number one, and then my kids are second in line after that. And that's the way I prioritize my life. Oh no, TARDIS! Oh no, brother! I'm coming! Man, we're getting owned over here. Where's everybody at? Where's all the peeps? I'm coming, TARDIS! I got you.
Hello.
Oh, we got to repair the rad thingy. Let's do it. Everybody getting it? Yeah, there we go. Got it repaired. Man, there's a lot of peeps over here. Look at them all. I think it's just me and where's all the rest of the server right now? Is it top of the hour? No, it's weird. All right, hold on. I gotta go full postal mode here. All right. Hello, what up, Babs? From a very snowy England. Oh no, is it snowing over there? I'm gonna go full postal mode here. Now again, I have the sound off so I can talk to you guys. You guys have seen me do the eviction notice 1,000 times and 1,000 times again. Oh God, suicider! That's one of the scariest noises in the game, I think. TARDIS down here just trying to take this. Rad Scrupper over here. We got 2 more minutes of this. Yeah, man, where are all the peeps? Where are all the peeps in the world? I don't think I went on my private server. I think this is the open world. This is like one of the greatest events in the game, everybody. Incredibly awesome for legendaries. Oh, God, my super step packs can't even keep my health up there. I was like double hitting. Oh, that's because it's a 3-star legendary with a giant repeating weapon on me. Try to take out some of these legendaries, man. This is actually also one of the toughest things in the game as well. Because you got a bunch of, 3 stars rocking really heavy weapons. And, all of them got like a heavy weapon. So you got to really clear out these 3 stars that they build up. And then they're just all annihilating you. Whoa, 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 speaking up. Yeah, there's some more over there. Annihilating you. And I like to use my auto axe because it's the one that kills the fastest when we start getting trouble. Because I have very high strength. Oh, man, this one's crazy. There's level 439. It's definitely getting lots of XP from this one. All right, there we go. Oh, God, respawn. Look at that. 2 seconds later after I did it, I got to tag them all. Now, what I try to do in this particular event, everybody, that's what I call tag it and drag them, right? I'm going to tag them and drag them to the center. So my crew's going to get credit as well. But if you get too many of these on you, everybody, you are very dead. That's why I use my power armor. And in this case, I'm keeping my rat away up. Let me go ahead and go to my Radix over here as well. There we go. Try to help me a little bit with that radiation. Let's lean into him a little bit here. This one's awesome. You been all night and still going? Yes. Yes, I was having a little trouble earlier because I woke up and I went straight to streaming. And usually what I like to do is get up and, get everything started. Kind of wake up a little bit. But man, I started way too quickly because I started getting really, really dizzy. And I usually lay down between streams again because of my medical conditions. So I lay down for a bit between stream. And then I woke up late after 10. I woke up like 10. I can't even remember now. 10, 20. I can't remember. But I woke up after I should have started the stream. I didn't hear my alarm at all. And I usually have multiple alarms to set too. Oh my God, how much longer? 30 seconds left on this one. Wow, this one seems like it's going for a very, very long time. Again, weird that there's nobody here except for us. Maybe everybody else, it's too late for everybody else. And they all wanted to go to sleep as well. All right, we got to fix the rad scupper? No, we're good. All right, there we go. Got that done. Holy mackerel. That was some deal right there, everybody. All right, I'm gonna turn my sound back on. Oh, there's another one. I hear him. There's a demolisher somewhere. Ooh, mama. This one's always a fun one. Look at how many legendaries, everybody. That's just in the AoE I just did right here. I suggest to do multiple AoEs, by the way. Multiple AoE loots, because look, I missed some over here as well. I'm going to go down the low side here. Like, there's more legendaries. Just crazy tons of loot as well. Oh, look at all this ammo sitting back here. I'll take that ammo. Again, I thought I heard another super mutie somewhere. Climb up here and see if he's up here. I always want to get the high ground so you can spot those mobs. Using my bats. I don't know, they might have killed him. Back here in the back. I didn't see too many mobs up on the top this time. Usually there's a ton of mobs up toward the top. Up there. And so on. And there we go. Yeah, I've been on all night and still going. Yeah, but, this is normally the time I'm streaming anyway. I'm normally streaming till about 3 a.m. Right now it's about 3:30. Oh, there's a Gauss shotgun. Cool. Really fun weapon right there, by the way. Very rarely do I use those type of weapons. Oh, and the Fixer, another good weapon. You can also re-roll those legendaries on that one. I've seen people with really awesome Fixers, everybody. Especially if you're trying to do a sniper set. Very cool with the Fixer. That sucker shoots really fast, too. What's that other weapon in Fallout 4 that's like a pistol that shoots really fast? Is that one called the Fixer as well? What's the name of that one that's like a pistol and it shoots like insanely fast? Like, brrr, you can just, annihilate mobs in like 2 seconds if you go heavy into a kind of a stealth or thing. Deliverer, that's the name of it. Thank you, TARDIS. See, that one was I was actually asking the chat on that one. So there you go. So thanks for coming in and hanging out, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the people who come in my chat and don't try to cause some drama. Because I'm too old for that, everybody. I'm too old for that high school, you're wrong and I'm right, and I'm telling you that you're wrong and I know more about you. The most important thing I've learned in my life, everybody, and this is a very tough lesson to learn, because, when you're younger, you're a bit more sensitive to people insulting you and telling you how terrible you are all the time, even though they don't even know you. Is if people don't care about you, you should not care about what they think. If someone does care about you, though, and a good friend of mine told me when I was in my 20s, because all I ever thought about was myself, and I was very much like that, where I was just so one-minded, where I didn't even bother to listen to the other people. My side was always right, and whatever they said, I didn't even bother listening because I was just waiting to talk. That's that type of person right there, everybody. That type of person is just waiting to talk. When you're talking to them, they're not listening to a dang thing you say. They just want to tell you how wrong you are all the time. That's what they're going to do for hours on end. And that type of person in your life, you just want to get them out of your life. You just want to say, nope, I don't want anything to do with you if you're not even going to listen to my side or even care about me, right? So if someone doesn't care about you, what do you care about what they think about you? Because their opinion doesn't matter because they don't know you. They don't know you and they don't even care about you. So if you're getting bullied in school, if you got somebody in there telling you how wrong you are and what you should be doing in your life, you don't answer to no one. You only got so many minutes in your life, and I'm 50, everybody, so I got a lot less than some of you who are hopefully in your 20s, and you'll live for a lot longer than me. Hopefully they'll unlock the human genome by the time you're my age, and then you can live for 1,000 years, hopefully. I don't know. But in my age, I don't got much time left, everybody. That's just the honest truth. I have friends of mine that I've known who are the same age as me who have already passed away, who are already gone. And you will start to see people in your life, your parents, your grandparents especially, because they're way older sometimes. All of those people are gone for me now. The only one is, a little bit of my side of the family. My wife has a huge side of her family still around. But you'll start to see people go. Well, as you get older, those people will, pass away. And then you'll know that you're getting closer to it. And I could already be dead by now, everybody, if I had made the other choice. If I had made the other choice to not force myself out of the bed every day, to not say, okay, nope, I'm not going to lay down and die. I'm not going to be in this bed and waste away, which is where I was going. I had a choice. I could just, that's it. I give up. I've got bad medical conditions. I have a constant dizziness. I have a constant vertigo. There's no way I can do anything in my life. There's nothing more I can do. I give up, right? I'm not that type of person, everybody, just so you know. I'm not that type of person that gives up. Because I did not want to be stuck in the bed. You know why? Because I watched my father waste away in the bed. There's nothing more heartbreaking, everybody. Someone who's strong and virile. My dad could grab my wrist, and never once in my entire life, even when he was 70, 80 years old, everybody, have I ever been able to break out of his grasp. He was that strong. He was an artist. Used his hands all the time. And just so incredibly strong. And watch that person waste away in front of you. My wife's great-grandmother did the same thing, had a stroke, ended up in that little hospital bed, and you watch them wither away. You watch all of their muscles go away because they're not exercising, because they can't move, they can't get around, they can't do that kind of stuff. And you watch them die literally over time, and they're not coming back from that. A lot of people don't come back from it because they don't have the mental power, or they just physically don't have the ability to recover. Because they don't have any way. There's no medical procedure that's going to save them. And I've seen that in my life, everybody. And that's a rough thing to go through when you lose people like that. That is a tough one for sure. What up, Daz Ryder? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I'm doing okay. A little rough. I've had a little bit of a rough week this week. Some medical problems. I've had my dizziness come back in a big way. But I'm actually doing pretty good. I did push myself massively last month, which is probably a reason why I'm doing so bad this month, as I did stream over 206 hours last month, toward doing battles, and I'm really trying to, because I've been, since I had got sick, everybody, I could only sit at the computer for more than like 30, or not more than 30 minutes. I get so dizzy I have to lay down. So what I did is I then pushed it back to 35 minutes, and then kept pushing that line back and keep pushing myself. Tried to lose weight. I lost 50 pounds. Not overnight, everybody. It took me, several years or a year to lose that weight. Little at a little, a couple pounds here, a couple pounds there, 5 pounds, then 10 pounds. Then you keep working your way. And then, then it goes back up again, and then it goes back down, and then up and down, and you kind of ride that almost like a heartbeat. And hopefully, eventually, the net result is lower, right? Because I was 230 pounds, everybody. I was pretty big for someone who's only 5'9". As well. Oh, ton of love. Now, I'm just doing events right here while I'm chatting. So that's really, really bad at my height. And so also I was very inactive because, I'm just working all the time. I'm working to feed family and, get by, because we've had, some pretty tough years, everybody, in the last decade, if you think about it. The price of everything has gone up. We've had COVID. We've had all of that stuff. We've had a lot of rough years. And then I had a lot of bad years as well. And just kind of going through it in life. You know how it is. I know a lot of you in the chat have medical issues as well. You struggle in your life. Both, finding a passion that you love to do, finding maybe someone to be around who cares about you and looks after you, that kind of thing. And that's what my stream's all about. Come in here. I'm going to give you a little joy. I'm going to give you a little positivity in your day. I'm going to tell you that you answer to no one. You go out and do what you love to do. And if someone is trying to dunk on you, everybody, remember, if they don't care about you, then don't care about what they think. If they are bullying you in school, if you're younger and you're getting bullied, guess what? That's a them problem, not a you problem. That's a them problem. That means they got low self-esteem. That means that that's the type of person that they are, and that they feel they have to bring other people down to make themselves feel better. And that does nothing but stain your soul, everybody, when you do that. When you feel like you are superior to everybody else, or you're right and everybody else is wrong. You're probably somewhat right, but they're also probably a little right too. And you try to find that balance, right? But if someone just coming in and just wants to, dunk on you or tell you how wrong you are all the time, and they don't even know you. They don't know, like most of you don't know who I really am, unless you met me at TwitchCon. I'm the same person. Because I don't play a character, everybody. I don't try to pull the wool over people's eyes or whatnot. I just tell it to you straight. And if you can understand that and you like that, cool. My stream is for you. But if you want people to lie to you, you're in the wrong stream. You're in the wrong stream for that. Well, thank you, Daz Ryder. It has actually gotten way better. I actually had my throat closing up, too. I didn't know that, too, for like the last 10 years. I didn't know. Slowly, my throat was closing up. I had to actually go get knocked out. And then they put a pipe down there to check your windpipe and all your stuff and all of that. And then they actually stretched my throat, and it's like 1,000 times better. Even my dizziness went like this. It was like this. Boom. It dropped down like that. So even my dizziness is better. But I've been pushing myself so much to try to, first I did the charity thing where I streamed for 24 days in a row in December. Then I rested up a little bit in January, and then I came back really hot and heavy in February and streamed for over 200 plus hours in there. And then, of course, trying to do it again here on this month and just trying to, again, push that thing back, because that's the only way you're going to get better. The only way you're going to get better is if you choose. If you choose to get better, because no one else can make you lose weight. No one else can make you stop smoking or stop drinking or doing all that stuff. The person that's got to be the #1 champion for you is you. And I know it sucks, everybody. It sucks. It's too bad, if I could, I'd just wave a magic wand and bam, everything would be solved. But that's not the reality of life. Just like when, I got my throat fixed, it did help my dizziness. But it didn't go completely away, because this is not a fairy tale. This is not, an after school movie, everybody, where all of a sudden the doctors, find the cure and it cures all your ills. That's not the reality of life. The reality of life is some people get illnesses that cannot be cured and cannot be fixed, or they have disabilities that they're not going to just suddenly grow an arm back, everybody. So what these people do who are really inspired is those are the type of people that really inspire me, everybody. The people who have a prosthetic limb and still learn to reuse that limb and relearn and go on and excel even more than someone who does have all their limbs, who are just sitting in and don't appreciate it, right? One of the things I appreciate, going up and down stairs. You're like, Kismet, what the heck? Up and down stairs, bro. What the heck is that? Well, when you're dizzy all the time, everybody, going up and down stairs is dangerous. I've fallen many, many times because of my constant dizziness. It's actually a middle channel ear imbalance. It's like a big, long Minerva disease, something big, long name. They have like a medical name for it. But basically, I'm dizzy all the time. And so that's a problem, right? So when I'm going up and down stairs, which I happen to be in the upper floor of my house, and go up and down stairs all day long, I never used to hold the handrail. But in the last 9-10 years, everybody, I hold it every time, or at least I have my hand there when I'm holding stuff, like I'm carrying stuff up and down the stairs, like towels, right? I'll be taking towels down to wash some towels. I'll have my hand there because I've Like just, I think it was 3 weeks ago, I was thinking about all the things that I needed to do, and I wasn't watching, and I was coming up the stairs, luckily, and I was holding this bowl of cereal. I had some, what is that stuff called? Honey Nut Cheerios. So I was having some Honey Nut Cheerios, and I'm walking up the thing, and I was thinking, okay, I got to do this, and I got to do this, and before I knew it, the Honey Nut Cheerios had hit the stairwell, and had gone flying. Luckily, did not hit me in the face, because it flew right up over my head, flew behind me, milk everywhere, everything all over the place, all over the stairs, dripping over the side of the stairs. And then I knew that it was going to be one of those days. And that's happened to me many times, everybody. Many, many times. Because I just tell it to you straight. Tell it to you straight here in the stream. Another funny thing, by the way, on that person who was going on a rant in my channel about how I was saying all the things that they were saying the opposite was, even though I wasn't even looking at my chat. Because I can always tell, everybody. I can always tell when someone's got some agenda in my chat and they want to tell me how wrong I am in your life. There's a lot of people in the world, everybody. I feel like it's a mixture between self-esteem, problems, and righteousness. You don't want to be so righteous that you have become someone who can't listen to someone else's point of view. And I feel like that's when you're truly lost. When you're truly lost, when you can't empathize with someone else, and you just think they're totally wrong, and you're just going to rant in their chat, just ban those people, everybody. Just ban them. Just ban them. They're not worth your time. They don't care about you. They're not going to have a reasonable conversation with you. Just like if a bully is bullying you, and you try to talk them out of bullying you, not going to happen. You go to the people who can, keep them off of you. Nowadays, by the way, in my day, when people would bully you, just kids being kids. That's the way it was in my day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, people be out there beating on each other. Just absolutely knocking each other out. Just kids being kids. Yeah, that was my day. That was the 70s and 80s, everybody. That's how I grew up. And I've been in a lot of fights. I've been in fights where people pull guns, everybody, and stab people. I mean, like, really scary stuff. I've never been shot or stabbed, luckily. I was off over here on those ones. But I have seen people do that. A good friend of mine, he didn't put up with anybody's BS, everybody. He's like the type of person you start smacking off to him, he won't say one word, he'll punch you right in the throat without thinking one word, because he's tired of people talking to him like crap, right? He's just like, I'm not putting up with it. He was crazy, everybody. He was crazy, but he was a good friend of mine. But I'm not gonna glorify him as a non-crazy person. That is for sure. But yeah, I had one time we were in the lockers at high school, and we were going to the next period, right? We were changing to go to the next period, and these guys came in, a bunch of stoners came in, and I don't know what their problem was with them because I wasn't involved in it. But they came up to him and they started smacking off, and it's like, because it was like 3-on-1 kind of thing. And then he looked at me like, "Do you got my back?" And I'm like, I just nodded, and I was like, "We gotta go. Let's go, bro." That's what we're gonna do, because that's my day, everybody. My day, and it still goes on in schools nowadays. But luckily you can go to like your principal and stuff now. Hopefully it's improved since my day. And then they just started talking smack, and the big leader guy comes up, and he didn't say one word, everybody. He knocked him clear out in one hit. I mean, he got him right in the upper jaw right there. Down the dude went, and the other two looked at him, and the other two took off. They were out of there, man. They weren't gonna go. They weren't gonna take a hit for their friend. I was ready to take a hit for mine. And that was it. That was the end of that one, everybody. And that's how he, put somebody down. Hold on. I got you, brother. Oh, I'm overburdened. Hold on. I'll be there in about an hour and a half. Somebody get you? Maybe. Oh, yeah, somebody got him. All right. TARDIS got him. So yeah, that was my day, everybody. That was my day. Again, if people are like that, they don't care. That person doesn't care about me, everybody. If they did care about me, they say, "Kismet, I disagree." Right? Instead of going on a rant and saying, "No, you're wrong, and I've caught you, and that's it, I've exposed you," and all of that, that's the type of person that is not all there up there. Not all there. Not all there. All they want to do is be right and tell you how wrong you are. Ignore those people, everybody. Ignore those people in your life because they don't care about you. If they did care about you, they would listen to your point of view. And then you would say your point of view, and they would say their point of view calmly. And then you would say, "Well, I disagree." And then that would be it. Instead of them trying to prove you wrong and telling you how terrible you are and all of that childish high school stuff. Some people, by the way, are my age still doing that. at 50 years old, still acting like that kind of child mentality, acting like that high school stuff where they got to be right and they got to tell you all of that stuff. And I don't mind telling it to you straight here in the street, everybody. I don't mind telling it to you straight. And if someone comes in and does that in my chat, they are gone. As simple as that. Is this thing over yet or what? I'm going to the wedding. That's what I got to do. Hold on. I'm not even... See, most of these events I don't even pay attention. But I'm just trying to get the weekly done. I'm just trying to hit any event I can. Oh, we got to go over here and emote. Look at Regis. Nice. More Nukacade points. Oh, God. I just spent my Nukacade points. I'm going to get them back. Get them. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, the love tap. Very cool. I love all the weapons in the Nuka World stuff, everybody. These are like 5-star. They're 3 stars with an additional. It's a 4-star. 3-star with an additional perk. So it's really, if you think about it, a 4-star item because it has 4 perks on it, which is the whole point of having a starred item in the first place, is that it has an additional perk on it in one way or another. And there's actually a lot of named mobs, but also a lot of named weapons in the game that do add an additional perk on top of whatever legendaries that you add it as well. So there we go. Let me catch up on chat. Let's see. Yes, I'm doing better, Dazrod. I'm having a little rough week this week. My medical conditions are really flaring up because I have been working so hard here on the stream. But my big goal again is to try to get that project going on. And instead of going to TwitchCon, I'm going to do that instead. Roars had to come out of the house an hour before his due to pick me up, clear the car, and set off because that's bad. I had to come out of the house an hour before he was due to pick me up, to clear the car, and set off because it's that bad. I must have missed something. Oh, the snow. Okay. If you read that out of context, I'm like, what the heck is she talking about? See, that I'm not all there, everybody. I'm not all there anymore. You know, because of my sleep apnea, I live in like a dream state all the time. All the time. It's kind of like, you know, when you first wake up and you kind of remember your dream, and then about 20 minutes later, you don't remember any of it. That's how I live my life now, every minute of every day. And I can cry about it and whine about it and say, oh, look at me, poor is me. Or I can get out of the bed every day and do something and maybe bring a little positivity and joy into your guys' day. And that's what I do. That's the way I choose to spend my time. And so if I can make you guys smile, if something goes off the rails and I die in game or some epic moment happens, well, then I feel like it's definitely worth my time to go in and do that kind of stuff. Because I could literally do nothing and make just as much as I'm doing now. That is a very true statement there. And my wife thinks I'm crazy, and like I've said before, my accountant thinks I'm crazy. Why would you do it if you're not making any money? Because it's more than money. It's my health, and it's why I am as well off as I am now with my health, right? It's why I've lost 50 pounds. It's why I get up every day. It's why I can stream for 200 hours in a month, which I've never done before, by the way. That was the first month that I was able to get up there, I think, other than December. December is actually the first month, and then that was the second month I could do it, because I'm always pushing that line back. And then sometimes I fail. Sometimes I got to say, sorry, everybody, I'm too tired. I can't do it. I'm going to take this stream off. And you'll see me do it all the time. You can just go look back on my Twitter. Sorry, I'm not going to stream tonight. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. And the people in my community that care about me, even, we don't know each other. We're not neighbors or anything. We might know each other a little bit by now, though, after all this time. But they know that the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm having a rough day. I'm too dizzy. I can't sit and stream. I got to take that time off. Rest up, come back, and go at it again, right? Fall off the horse, get back on. Fall off again, not falling off that horse way too many times. Way too many times, I just get right back on it and keep on going. Because what is my other option, right? Lay down and die. Like my doctors told me to do. It says there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. Lay down and die. And I'm like, no. No. That's not the way the Kismet goes out. So there we go. So remember, everybody, it's never required to donate. Remember, this is just a crazy project that I think of and try to work my way toward it. And I appreciate everybody who does believe in it and help me out here on the stream as well toward that project. It's really to take my daughters surfing before they grow up. My oldest daughter's going to be 18. She's going off to college this year. And once you hit college, everybody, as I did in my age, Very rarely are you ever home. Because now you're at college, you're at the dorms, you got your significant other that you're hanging out with, and then now you want to kind of create your own life. You're trying to figure out what you want to do in your life, where you want to work, all that stuff. And then eventually, you might want to move in with that special someone, or maybe even just have your own place. And then this way you don't have to answer to your parents or be in your parents' house and have your own place where you live. And my oldest daughter is at that stage right now. My other daughters are getting close too. They're going to be 15. So they only got 3 more years, and then they'll be in the same position as my oldest daughter. And then hopefully they all move out and I can sleep for like a year. Now I'm going to be streaming a lot after that, everybody. I'll be streaming a whole bunch after that. But you know how it is with kids, everybody. It's never truly over. It's never like, okay, you're 18, that's it. I don't have to pay for any of your stuff anymore. You still need to give them a little boost to go out there and, try to help them. Like my oldest daughter got scholarships because she has like a 4.2 or something insane like that. I was never that good in school, everybody. She gets the smarts from my wife's side. So she got scholarships that are helping her go to school and pay for her schooling. And I actually had to work 40 hours a week and go to school at the same time. Because my parents were like, you'll appreciate it more if you pay for it yourself. Which is true, they were right. I'll give them credit. They were right on that one. You do appreciate it more because when I was in class and they used to cancel the classes, they say, well, that's it for today. They take roll and they say, that's it for today. I said, no, I paid for this class. I want to learn something. I would say that in class. I was so hardcore in the day, everybody. I was very hardcore. I was like, no, I paid for this class. This came out of my pocket. I had to work all week long to just pay for this class, bro. And you just canceled my class and you basically just took $100 out of my pocket. I don't think so. I would tell them that straight up. And sometimes they would get mad at me too. I was that guy, everybody. I was that guy when I was young. I was very full of myself way back in the day. But it's very true, everybody. That's my money. My money. I had to work for that money, right? If someone takes your money and then gives you nothing in return, kind of like some of these games that have been coming out over the last 10 years, right? You pay $60 for a game and the game's just absolutely trash. But, that's the way it goes. Yes, that is a lot of hours. I just jumped in, but I know I'm wrong. What did you jump in at? You jumped in on what? I don't know what you're talking about, Busta. Again, there you go. I hope you're doing okay, Ems. I hope you're okay snow-wise. I am a person who doesn't like the snow. I like one thing of snow, like one day. Then I go out there and my kids go sledding. I got my cool bearskin jacket I use now, which is so incredibly awesome. Remember, the best hoodie you'll ever own. I'm telling you, it is awesome. One of my awesome sponsors here as well. I know some of you got a couple bearskin hoodies as well. Again, I don't really get anything. I might get a hoodie from it, right? They'll send me a hoodie. I'll show it to you guys on stream. You guys go buy a bunch of hoodies. That's it. It's not like these big corporations are coming in and say, here, Kismet, here's $10,000 for, your stream where you've got 50 people in your channel, right? Or 100 people in your channel. They're only going to do that for people who have 100,000 people in their channel or 10,000 people in their channel. Not a tiny little small streamer like me, but it's not, and I understand why, because they don't get their value out of it. They don't get their value for their $10,000 by coming in and trying to sponsor my channel for just 50 people in the channel. Though, one of the things that I find interesting about my channel, everybody, is even though I usually only have 50 to 100 people any given time, sometimes up to about 200 people on my channel, is that about 3,000 people come through my channel, between 1,000 and 3,000 every night. So they come in, hang out, see what Kismet's up. Some people don't like to hear me rant, so they'll go and do something else, and some people do. Some people like to get, the old Kismet perspective on my life and maybe get a little advice that might help them in their life, or completely ignore it because it's your life. They're your life choices. You make your own choices on what you want to do in your life. Big time. You jumped in the conversation about 20 minutes ago. I didn't see it. Let me jump back. Let me scroll back up. Take a look. I can't see in that chat. Let me go back over here. I'll scroll back up and look. I don't mind. Yeah, just be careful you're not being disrespectful. See, when you cross that line into being disrespectful, that's when the conversation stops. I don't mind talking back and forth, and people got a different point of view from me. I don't mind that. But when you're being an a-hole, you're out. You're out in a second. Passing on the one military camp love. Thank you, Cool Eagle. I just realized that you rated me earlier. Man, I was so in the zone there. I appreciate that, Cool Eagle. If you did come in with Cool Eagle, I apologize, everybody. Kismet got all sidetracked there. That's a standard thing when you get older, everybody. You don't know what the heck you're doing. But thank you, Cool Eagle. Big love to you, bro. I'm going to give him a shout out. I seriously doubt he's still in the chat there. That was a little while ago. That was quite a while ago. Kismet failed there. I do a lot of fails in my life, everybody. It's okay to admit that you make mistakes in life. If you fail at something, you make a mistake, you just say, my mistake, and you roll on with life, everybody. That's what I do. Now go show him some love, everybody, over there at the Cool Eagle. He was playing some One Military Camp as well. So go over there, hit that follow button. So next time he logs in, he goes, dang, look at all these follows. I checked them out next time they go live. Appreciate you coming in and rating my channel as well. You found me on the Bethesda stream with them, followed since. Well, thank you so much, Buster. I appreciate you coming in, being awesome in my chat. Appreciate it big time. As well. All right, Legendary Exchange. We got way too many Legendaries and not enough places to put them. Let's see. Let me go find my thing over here. Was there another event I'm missing out on? Oh, Swarm of Suitors. There's no way I'm going to get there in time. They've been absolutely annihilating that Swarm of Suitors right off the bat. So if you're going to try to get to that one, everybody, I would get to it right away and probably not talk to your chat instead of, putting all your loot away. It's okay if I miss it, everybody. No big deal. No big deal. I get it another time. There you go. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Good morning, old Mortem. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you chilling out in the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a good day, everybody. I'm actually feeling a little better now. I was feeling really bad earlier. Holy mackerel. I was like spinning all over the place. My brain was broken. But definitely feeling better now. I always feel better after I stream for a little while. If I can hang in there, you know what I mean? If it's not too bad where I have to lay down. I feel like if I feel better about me. That I went and put in the effort to, go above and beyond kind of thing. That's just the kind of person that I am. I like to go above and beyond. I like to, again, keep pushing myself just ever a little bit forward. And it doesn't have to be giant leaps, everybody. A great example is when I stopped drinking soda. Is instead of just stopping drinking it completely, I would just get a smaller one. Instead of getting the 44-ounce one, which actually you can see in some of my clips in the past, where I have a 44-ounce Sonic Dr. Pepper, which I almost spit all over my stream because of you guys making me laugh. I used to drink like that much soda. In not a lot of time either, everybody. I mean, I would drink that soda in like an hour. That's a lot of soda. And that's why I had that extra 10 pounds. So when I started reducing soda, I just reduced the size of stuff. Like when you go get ice cream, instead of having a giant bowl of ice cream, which I usually do, I started having smaller and smaller and smaller. And now I just have a little tiny bowl. I have a scoop or two. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a big bowl of ice cream because I just feel like having a big bowl of ice cream. Not as much as I used to, but sometimes I just feel like it and I'm just going to have it. And then I just have to work on those calories later. That's just the way it's going to be. Right? I don't like to say that I'm never going to have that thing again because I know me and I know how I'm going to be if I do that. I'm going to want nothing but that thing. If I say I'm never going to have Oreo cookies again, right? Then I will want nothing but Oreo cookies. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys know what I'm talking about. Right? The more you say you're not going to have that thing, the more I have a tendency to want that thing. So again, I don't say that I can't have any of it. Now, of course, if I was younger and I could work out all day long and do all that stuff, because, your metabolism starts going like that the older you get. Especially, I hear at 60, it's even worse. It really falls off. But still in 50s right now, so working just a little bit each day to not only maintain my weight, which I've done for many years now, but also ever so slowly trying to work it down. And you guys can see on my Twitter from time to time, I will put what my current weight is and if I've lost weight or gained weight on there toward my one last wave project where I am going to do one last thing in my life and that is try to go to Hawaii and take my kids with me and surf one last time. I haven't surfed in 25 years and I wasn't that great of a surfer in the first place, everybody. I'm not a great surfer. I'm going to have to start over again from scratch. They're going to have to teach me like I'm a baby. And I'll tell it to you straight. I'm not going to act like I'm the world's greatest surfer. I'm going to tell you that I'm not a great surfer. I'm not great at dancing. I'm not great at singing. Because I believe in being honest with people and with yourself. To your own self be true, everybody. The great line of Shakespeare. That is the hardest thing to do in your life. To admit your mistakes, to tell it like it is, to not sugarcoat it in necessarily, but also not be mean-spirited. When I see people like that being mean-spirited in the chat, oh, you're wrong, you don't know what you do, you totally suck, blah, 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 I can see that that's mean-spirited and being disrespectful, and they gone. Everybody, again, I don't want people like that in my life, and I especially don't want them in my chat. I would rather have a small group of awesome people in my chat than a gigantic group of 10,000 a-holes. And the same thing in my guild. I would rather have, I don't care if you're the top, if I have like the top 100 players in the world, and I absolutely do, I have some of the best tanks and the best DPSs who have ever played the game, everybody, any game. They are exceptionally good in there. But if you come in and you cause disability, there we go, it's my disability kicking in. Destabilize the guild because you're being disrespectful or rude or mean to other people, then I will boot you. And I don't care if you're the #1 rated pro gamer in the world. If you are an a-hole and you are disrupting the harmony of my guild, you are gone. That's it. I'm not putting up with it. And neither are my members, because they're going to come to me and say, Kismet, why are you not booting this person? Because they will, and they've done it many times before. Kismet, this person's being a complete jerk. Why have you not booted this person? I say, well, I'm giving them a chance. I want to see how they do. Let's see if they snap out of it. And you rarely, but it happens every now and again, the people catch themselves before they wreck themselves, right? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I went a little too far there. That was my fault, my mistake. And I really admire people like that, everybody. I admire people who can go and say, you know what? That was my mistake. I took it a little too far. I got a little too overzealous there. And I wasn't listening to the other person's point of view, or I got mad, or I had a bad day. I find a lot of times when people get angry, everybody, is it may not have something to do with actually what they are angry about, and it might have to be something with their boss that day was being a jerk to them, or they got bit by their dog, or, their spouse is driving them crazy, or whatever it is. And that's through being a guild leader for so long. That I've had one time, some of my members were like really going off. I was like, what the heck's going on? I found out the two of my members who are part of my guild got a divorce, everybody. Got a divorce, so they were pissed at each other the whole entire time, and thus they were taking it out on all the other guild members as well. Big love to them, though, because that's a tough time in your life, but that's a tough time when you have to go through that kind of stuff. Any kind of that kind of stuff where you have to, that's probably the most painful thing you'll ever go through in your life is that kind of heartbreak. Whether you love someone and they don't love you, or they did you wrong, or that kind of thing. That is really, really tough to go through, especially when you really like somebody and you have this picture of them being perfect in your mind. Spoiler alert, everybody. They're not perfect, and neither are you. I'm not perfect. Neither is anybody I've ever met in my entire life, including billions of people all over the world, are just like you, just as flawed, and that's okay. It's okay to be flawed. You don't have to be perfect. And some people try to set you up like that. Oh, you got to be the perfect child, or you got to be the perfect student, or you got to be the perfect this, that, or the other thing. You don't have to do squat. You don't have to do anything. In fact, you don't have to listen to me either. You can go do whatever you want to do in your life. And if you disagree with me, that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine if you disagree. It's just when you cross that line, when you start being disrespectful, that's when you'll go. As simple as that. And that's your choice. When you choose to be disrespectful, because you've made that choice, then it's only on you and not on me. There we go. There you go. Hasn't started yet. Tepsi fixed Kismet's brain. That's not going to happen. That's sleep apnea for you right there when you live in a constant dream state. I have to avoid some stuff right now, but it made me discover oat milk for sure. Well, there you go. And then you might love oat milk all of a sudden, right? Or that might really help your medical conditions. Like me, I'm eating a lot of oatmeal, rice and chicken. I'm trying to reduce my cholesterol. Because my cholesterol, there's cholesterol, there's high cholesterol, and then there's Kismet eating way too much junk food. It's like the Kismet level of cholesterol, everybody. Way too much. My doctor's like, what the heck are you eating? And I'm like, nothing but junk food. And he's like, stop doing that. And so that's why I had to start eating some more apples. So you guys saw me do that earlier today. I have to eat more bananas. I have to, regulate what I'm eating a bit better. Because I'm trying to reduce my weight so I can try to go surfing, everybody. I'm still 180 pounds. And that's like, 50 pounds more than I was when I was young, right? I was 130 pounds forever, and I was all muscle. I used to work out all the time with a good friend of mine. But I didn't work out for like 3 hours. But I wasn't like, Mr. No Neck at the gym and have the gigantic muscle. I mean, I still got a little something there. Not much left. It goes away if you don't use it, everybody. It goes away if you don't use it very much and you don't stay in the gym. But I used to work out all the time, so I was in incredible shape. So I know what it's like to be in incredible shape. But at some point in your life, you're so busy working and you're so busy trying to survive and you're trying to, keep your family going. In my case, I'm working on my medical conditions, trying to work on them a little bit each day and try to push that thing forward. And I pushed it so far forward now that I stream 200 hours in a month, everybody. And that's not counting all the other stuff I did behind the scenes, too. I pretty much worked every single day here on the stream, but not all day, every day. Oh, thanks for the posture check there, Jobson. Let me do a posture check here. All right, let's do it. Kismet went on a long rant today, didn't he? I went on a long one, everybody. I went totally off the side. Good morning, Harm. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, saying hello to the chat. Always good to see you, Harm. What up? Thanks for coming in and hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you big time as well. No one but my wife is perfect. There you go. I think the imperfections of people is what makes me love my wife the most. She snorts when she laughs, which I love that. She says hanger instead of hanger, right? She accentuates the G. She has that wonderful Southern accent, which is not a negative thing, everybody. That's a positive thing. Makes me love her even more because she has that unique thing that she does. And that's how I discovered she was from the South, because she spoke, like a California did, which, we have our own, kind of different non-accent, as I call it, to us anyway. From people from California feel like they don't have an accent, even though they do to other people in the world, right? Obviously, from people from Britain or from other countries, we would have an accent to them, right? Because there's different types of United States, USA accents from different parts of the region. And you got to think that all of those people who are in the United States actually come from, other than Native Americans, come from somewhere else. Everybody. That's right. Hundreds of millions of people have come from other countries and have come to the United States, which is so funny when people say, oh, the people in the USA are suck, when, a lot of the people from their country are in this country too, which I think is funny. It's the great melting pot, as they say, in there. Now, of course, it'd be nice if everybody got along and didn't, discriminate based on where people came from in the world, because we're all human beings in the end, everybody. We're only 1 or 2% different, maximum. Against all human beings in the world, are only 1 to 2% different. Dragon Overlord over there. What up, big boy? He disappeared over there. I missed that event because I was having so much fun talking to the chat. I love talking to you guys in the chat, and I'm just trying to do some events there and try to get it going. Heading out there, TARDIS. All right, you have a great night, bro. Appreciate you hanging out in the stream. Big time. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. And hanging out here in the channel. Big time. Big time. I appreciate Tars. See, Tars is one of those people, everybody, super mellow, doesn't cause any drama, comes in, always got my back every time in game. Those are the type of people that are rare in the world, everybody. The people who don't cause any drama, or aren't trying to, put their agenda on you all the time. There's nothing like people projecting on you. And telling you need to do this, or you need to be like this, or you need to be part of this cause or this thing, and become the very evil that they say they're against. They're against hate. They're against all of these things. And then they come in and they do hateful things. Telling other people that they're terrible people because you disagree with them is being hateful, everybody, in case you didn't know that. That is being the very thing that you're against. And I'm not going to be hateful to that person. I'm not going to say that they're a terrible person and you suck and the thing and all of that, and get all into that conversation with them, because I know where that leads, everybody. It leads to a dead end. You're not going to change their mind. You're not going to change their mind anything in any way, because they've decided. They've decided, even if they don't know you, even if they just met you, that this is the reality. And there's nothing I'm going to do to change their mind. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. And I hope at some point they do what I did and level up. Level up in real life and stop thinking about yourself all the time. And definitely stop bringing others down to make yourself feel better, because that really doesn't work. I've tried it. We called it burning in my day, where you would, you'd have somebody who's, that you didn't like, and they come up to you and you say, hey, man, what's going on, man? What's up with those pants, man? I can see the flood's coming in. right? Because their pants are too high for their shoes or whatever. And those are the type of things we do. We burn people like that, right? Or they call it negging now. But basically, you'd insult someone to make yourself feel better about you, and then tear them down. Now, if you're doing it with your friends, there's a difference, right? There's a difference of when you're doing it, it's just some random person that you don't really know or care about. Then when you're doing it with your friends, you're like, you died, ah, ha, ha. And they're like, I know, oh, God, I died again, oh, man. And it's just a funny thing between friends, right? And then there's taking it too far. When you take it too far and you start doing it against people that you don't even know, or people that you think is wrong, and you got some righteous truth you think you got right, that's when you've done it too far. When you start doing the schoolyard BS. I'm too old for that, everybody. I'm too old to get involved in that. Speaking the truth, that's what I do, everybody. I tell it to you straight. And it's okay. I've been wrong before. And if I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. But in this one, I don't think I'm that wrong. I don't think I'm that wrong when people start to just go crazy and feel like they got to be self-righteous like that and tell me who I am. It's taken me a long time to like who I am. And I hopefully you guys get there someday in your life as well. I like who I am. I get up every day and I try to bring a little positivity into my stream, and I try to bring a lot of straightforward truth as well. All right, how do we do? We didn't get one more of those, everybody. I did all of those events, and we didn't get any in the Meyer region and any in the Forest region. I'm just going to go ahead and call it there, everybody. I don't think I'm going to get any more of those, though I could go and get the, I guess I could go and get the things here. How many of these I would have to get? 7, 5, 6, 7. So I have to get 12 more. I'd have to go get 12 of these things or get 12 events going on over here. I don't feel like doing it. I don't think I have the energy. I've already pushed myself to this point here in the stream, even though I've been dizzy this whole entire time. Thank you, Jobson, for that reminder of that, whatever that was. Look at my brain just went off right there. For that posture check. There we go. And again, thanks everybody for coming in and listening to Kismet go on and on there. Sometimes I get up on my podium and I, tell it from my point of view. Again, I never tell other people what to do, though. I don't think taking away other people's choices, you should do this. That's all you should do, right? I think that's always a fail. What you should do, give your point of view, give your suggestion, what you've learned in your life, and then the other person will either be a listener, well, they'll listen to your point of view, absorb it in, think about it, and then tell their point of view. Hopefully not just go devil's advocate. I hate people when they say that. I don't want to talk to them after that. The second they say that line, boom, conversation's over. Because I don't want to listen to your opinion just being the exact opposite of mine. If you don't have your own original opinion, I don't want to hear it. Right there. 13 years. Good going, friend. Well, there you go. Yes. I just say, okay, sorry. That's the smart idea, Buster. That's the way you do it. My wife tells me I'm wrong all the time. Yeah, me and my wife don't really fight, everybody, because we're on a common goal. I mean, I've been with my wife for 30 years. So, yeah, but 13 years that's a big achievement in itself as well. Congrats on that 13 years. But we don't really fight. It's like we have an issue. We got to find $100 so that my kids can get to go on some trip. So how are we going to do that $100? Well, we're going to have to, scrimp and save for, $1 here, $1 there. Do we got some change? We'll go ahead and get some change. Now, there was a time, everybody, that I made a lot of money, and I didn't even think about money. I didn't even think about it as a thing. And I'm not bragging, just saying that I understand what it's like to have lots of money. And I also understand what it's like when you're getting change out of your car and using that change so that you can, get $100 together so your kids can go to camp that year. And that's where I am right now. And that's what happens when you're disabled. That's what happens when you think. And I don't take disability. I decided that was going to be a giving up. And so if I went to do it, and I could have went on, got disability, got all that stuff. I felt like if I did that mentally inside, I would be giving up. And so I don't take disability. My wife goes and works 6 days a week to fund this crazy thing. Now, of course, she also didn't have to work for 10 years, and I worked for 10 years while she was raising the kids, which is also a lot of work by itself, but she didn't have to go and deal with people she didn't like at work, which is also a tough thing, everybody. When you go work somewhere and you always got a couple people who are just kind of, just kind of coasting, and who aren't doing their job, and you end up doing their job for them because they're just coasting, or they not inspired, they don't care about their job, they're just punching in. It's really difficult to work at a place like that. And I've worked with a few people like that, but mostly people who are massively inspired at what they do. And I consider myself very lucky in that way. There you go. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate you guys chilling out in the stream. There we go. So let's go ahead and call it for today. I think we got a lot done today. We got a bunch of legendaries, that's for sure. Let's pop out to the main menu. Thanks to my team for coming in and hanging out with me, even though I was mainly just running around chatting the whole time while I'm killing some events there. I hope you guys liked that sponsored event from one military camp. That one was really fun. It looks pretty fun. Never know. Go check it out on Steam. It might be your next favorite game. I appreciate them, again, sending me a code to check that out. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the Kismet Love Train. We're going to head on out of here. We're going to peace out of here for sure. I've been dizzy for like 4 hours, everybody, for a very long time here. Let's go. Try not to miss streams, everybody. Try not to miss streams, but if I got to, I got you. That's the way it is. I really need to get back to rating, too. I'm running over so much now. But the fact that I can, even do that many hours, I feel very accomplished in that way, everybody, is if I pushing back that line. Because all of that other stuff doesn't matter to me. The only thing that matters to me right now is my health and trying to improve that health so that I don't end up stuck in the bed. And at my age, that can happen real easy. If I take one trip down the stairs, everybody, that's it. That'll be it for a very long time. I'll be stuck in the bed. So if I suddenly disappear, this probably either I had a heart attack, I fell down the stairs, or I had a stroke and I can't do anything. Because that's what happens when you're 40, 50, especially 60, 70, 80. At some point, something's going to get you. Something's going to get you, and that's going to be game over. And again, thanks everybody again for hanging out in the stream, showing that love. And thank you to Dragon Overlord coming in telling me to hydrate. Let's do it. Thank you, Old Mortem. See, that's the kind of stuff that I appreciate in my chat there, Old Mortem. What I call inspiring quotes. Anytime I see those, I put those in a giant list of those. I read about 5 of those every single day, and I have for, almost a decade now. Getting there on that decade here on this stream. And I have literally thousands of them. That I just kind of randomly look through, and I'm going to add that one in there, Old Mortem. I appreciate that, those kind words in there as well. I came to rescue you as those pants were distress flares, so they were loud. Chat line up from the 80s. Oh, I don't remember that one. Well, there we go. There's nothing wrong with being wrong, everybody. Nothing wrong with making mistakes. You're going to make a bunch of them. Just learn from them. That's the hardest part. I make mistakes all the time. You'll see me, click the wrong button, do the wrong thing. Like I was saying earlier, I'll be playing PUBG and I'll be talking to my people and I'll press the wrong button. I'll get run over by my own car. I made that mistake. I pressed the button. It was my fault. Nobody else's fault. I pressed the button. It was me by mistake, but it's still my fault. My mistake. But thanks to all the awesome people right over here, everybody who came in, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all of you. And then right down there at the bottom, all my patrons, right down there. Thank you so much for coming in and helping supporting the stream as well. Got on a little bit of a side tangent there. But I got a bunch of events done. I hung out with my crew, and that's what I like to do. And I got all the way through the stream, too, without having to... I almost cut out the stream earlier, everybody. If you guys missed that earlier, I had to lay down a little bit several times there, but then kind of got a second wind and then got back into it. I'm trying to get back into my normal schedule because I have to take certain medicines at certain times during the day that help me keep going. So, like ibuprofen and things like that. I also... got to go back and see my doctor next week on Wednesday and see if I'm doing better. Let's hope. And then also I've tried to do, if you've seen my office, everybody, I have a panoramic of my office. I have a sit-up board over here, and I try to do some sit-ups each day. I also been trying to walk more, trying to exercise a little bit more, and trying to think toward that big goal of going and surfing one last time. Before I get too old, or I might be too old now. That's something I talk about all the time. I might already be too old to go surfing, but I think with a longboard, and I get out there, if I get up one time and I go a little bit on the wave and then fall without injuring myself or dying, I feel like mission accomplished, everybody. Mission accomplished on one big, crazy last project in my life. We'll go ahead and get it going. Never too old to try. I agree, Buzzsaw. It's never too old to try something new. You're never too old to keep following that passion that you've had in your life. I love games. I love chatting with people. Probably talking to the chat is my favorite thing here. I mean, I could just stay and just chatting forever. I just could, because I like talking to people. I like talking to my chat. And again, I don't mind if you disagree with me. It's just when you become disrespectful, that's when you're gone. Because you can't talk to people like that. But it's like, you know, they've got this righteous side that they're going, and they're going to tell you how wrong they are, even though they don't even know you. They don't even know you, and so on. So they're out. Just like that. So there we go. Awesome. You keep the schedule. Fingers crossed for the doc visit. Walking helps a lot. I do. One of the things that I always suggest everybody, if you are having a tough time, you're always trying to lose a little weight, start slow. You know, just try to reduce your portions of stuff to start first. Substitute things. Like I used to have a giant bowl of M&Ms and then a giant 44-ounce Dr. Pepper right on my desk, and I would look down and eat an entire giant bowl of M&Ms, sometimes in a day, which is not good. And so I started to, I took the M&Ms out and I put strawberries and grapes in there, which I like, green grapes and strawberries. So I started eating those and then get into the habit of eating those instead of eating the chocolate. And they're just as satisfying, I found, for me anyway. I mean, it's going to be uniquely different to each person, obviously. And then I started drinking less soda, and now I've drank soda in a long time. Probably like 2 years now I'm going on that I haven't drinking soda like I used to, where I just have, 44-ounce soda all the time. Occasionally I'll take a swig or two of, a drink or two of my wife's like root beer that she'll have and whatnot. But I don't want those 10 pounds back. Otherwise it'd be 190 pounds right now, which is also not good. And just, a little bit each day. And if you fail, just chalk it up. Okay, I made a mistake. I didn't work out that day. No big deal. Let's go ahead and just do it again today, right? Don't make it as okay, well, one thing went wrong, so I give up, right? That's the mentality that makes you, go off the rails right there. And I know that mentality because I used to have that mentality, but not anymore. Not anymore, because if I don't care about it, if I don't care about my health, ain't nobody else going to care about it, because the doctors don't care. They don't really care about you, everybody. They got thousands of patients they're talking to. I know a lot of my doctors didn't care whether I lived or die. I got a few doctors who do. I appreciate them. But most of my doctors do not care. They did not care if I lived or died. I could tell by the fact that they're like, capture this guy's billing. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. I can hear you. Capture my billing when I'm not around. You know what I mean? Yeah, they just care about money. And of course, sometimes you got to have that detachment as a doctor because, you're dealing with life-threatening people dying all the time. They got terrible diseases and all sorts of stuff. I can understand it in that way, but you don't have to be so heartless as to not even care enough to give good care to the people who are there. They just wanted my money, and they did. They took tens of thousands of dollars. My entire retirement, my wife's entire retirement. I'm 53 years old this year, everybody, and I have zero retirement. Zero. And then Social Security is like a joke. It's like a joke in there. Because I spent all that money on doctors, so I didn't die. So I'm still alive, so that's good, right? Still alive on that part, but, having no money is, struggling every day and struggling to keep the stream going, struggling to keep this crazy little dream of mine going here on the stream. So that's what I do, everybody. I just try to keep this crazy little dream going. And appreciate you guys listening to me chat on forever. All right, everybody. Again, thanks to all my Patreons right down there. And thanks to everybody coming in, hitting those follows, hitting that subscribe. If you did enjoy the stream, go ahead and hit that follow button. We're going to be back tomorrow with a bonus stream on top of my normal schedule. I do some extra streams for our battles, for our races. We're going to check out our Satisfactory, do that a little bit. Also collect our lead in the background in Fallout 76. So I'll have my Fallout 76 private server up. So if you do want to join me for that, feel free to go ahead and jump on my private server. Some of the things, ways I go above and beyond here in the stream. So I appreciate every single one of you. In fact, let me give you some Kiscats for the next giveaway right here, or any future giveaway you want to use them on. There's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps. I appreciate you guys being in my stream, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Oh, I got to press the right button first. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you all about the other stuff. Yeah, you know what to do, everybody. There's my schedule there. And then also you can go ahead and show some love via that social media. There we go. I'm not even going to do the whole spiel this time. I'm too exhausted, and the room is spinning like I'm in a ride right now. I'm going to go lay down, get ready to rest up, and then come back and do it all over again tomorrow. We'll see ya. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching this video. Keep the Kismet love train a-going. Drop by my Patreon and show your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlo, Notorious TDK, Scriplin, Ems, Brando, and Blaring Fire. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.